Hey, what's going on, everybody? Super excited. Today, we're going to do an entire demo where we're going to build an AI software from complete scratch. We're going to even show you how to get the customers, and it's going to be absolutely insane. So real quick, let us know where you're watching from, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, I see lots of comments coming in, so we'll go ahead and get started now. All right, type in a 1 if you guys can see the screen, if you guys can see the slides. Also, guys, we're going to go right into the demo in just a bit. We're not going to be in the slides very long. So, all right. So by the end of the session, you're going to watch a complete software business get built from zero. I'm talking about the idea, the validation, the actual building of the software, and the marketing, all in under 60 minutes right now. All right. Now, here's exactly what you're walking away with today. Number one, you're going to have a proven framework for finding profitable software ideas with real market demand. Number two, you're going to get the exact 4-step system to build and launch AI software, all without writing code. And number three, I'm going to show you a live demo. You're going to watch me build an entire software business, get built from complete scratch. And then number four, I'm going to show you the complete system to get paying customers from day number one. Now, I want you to picture this. This is what the next 7 days will look like. So tonight, we're going to show you how to create an account, how to pick your niche, get your first validated, market-proven software. Now, by the end of this week, you're going to have copy and paste build prompts that you can paste into your favorite AI software. That way you can have the first version of your app or software working. And then by next week, I want you to picture this. You're going to have a full marketing plan, your first content live, and your first paying customers coming in. All right. Now, I want to introduce myself. My name is Jonathan Montoya. I'm a former electrical engineer. I actually quit my 9-to-5 job in March of 2020. This was 2 weeks before the pandemic. And I actually started building AI software in October of 2025. And since then, I've built over 5 softwares with thousands and thousands of members, all without ever writing a single line of code, all using 100% AI. And between myself and my co-founder, Stefan, we've done over $18 million in combined sales over the last few years. And we've built the #1 AI software builders community in the entire world. Now, just a few of the things that I've been able to do in the last 5 years of starting my business. That picture on the left is Russell Brunson, owner of a $1 billion software company called ClickFunnels. I've got to win awards with him for doing over 25 million in my business. And in the last 5 years, I've been able to win some free vehicles, free cars, free stock, and been able to use my business to become one of the top affiliates in multiple programs. Now, this one right here is something I'm very proud of. This is a award that you get for having over 1,000 software members paying you every single month. This is called the SaaSpreneur Award. And this is awesome because I've been able to now build multiple softwares with over 1,000 members. But it's awesome to be able to get recognized and to be able to build this, especially with, having no experience, actually building software, just using 100% AI. Now, on the next slide, I want to introduce Stefan, who is my co-founder in this entire project. Stefan, take it away.
Thanks so much, Jonathan. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Everyone, give me a 1 just to make sure you can hear me and see my screen before I get going here. I want to make sure everything is okay on my end on the technical front. So excited to be here with you guys. As Jonathan said, this is a very special webinar where you're going to be learning from 2 people who have already been there, done that in the software space. And honestly, what we're going to be talking about today is where the market is going. How many people are already selling something online? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're already selling something. And then if you're not selling something, give me a 2 in the chat if you're more looking to figure out what the best way, you want to sell something online, it's the best way to make passive income, but you're not sure what the best thing to sell is. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're in that bucket. Either way, though, I see a lot of ones coming in and I see the twos coming in. So we have people in both buckets on this call. So we have people who are already selling something, but we also have people who have never sold anything yet online. And I'm guessing that you might be wondering, if you're in that bucket, what is the best thing to sell? Well, you're in the right place for this call, because honestly, what we're going to be talking about is the newest, easiest way to start selling something online that actually produces a recurring income. Now, before I even move to talk about myself, I have one other thing I want you guys to just agree with me on. Give me a 1 in the chat if you agree recurring income is easier than getting a one-time sale. For example, would you rather sell something that makes you $97 a month and pays you that 97 over and over? Would you rather get 1,000 of those, or 1,000 one-time payments for $97? So give me a 1 in the chat if you agree that the recurring one is better. All right, I see a lot of ones coming in, guys. It's a pretty simple concept, but I just want to make sure we're completely on the same page. Recurring is better than one-time pricing, right? Awesome. So with that being said, as Jonathan said, what him and I have been able to do in the online space is build a ton of that recurring income, right? And that's really the name of the game for 2026, is recurring income. So my name, as we said, is Stefan Ciencio. I actually used to be a mechanical engineer. So maybe a lot of you guys in the audience here are still working a 9 to 5, or you quit your job recently and you're just kind of figuring out, how do I make a lot of money online? Well, guess what? I was in that position 10 years ago in a much harder time than it is now to make money. And during that time, I was literally able to quit my job and start an online business. So I actually left my job in 2015. Give me a 1 in the chat if that's a dream for you guys, to leave your 9 to 5 to build enough passive income online that you don't have to work for anyone ever again. Give me a 1 in the chat if that's something that you guys would just absolutely love to achieve. And honestly, if that's the case, make sure you definitely pay very close attention until the end of this call. That said, I eventually founded a software called Webinar Kit, which has over 20,000 users. This is using that same passive income, recurring income strategy that we're going to be sharing with you guys here. The new way to do it in 2026, easier with AI. I was able to grow it the hard way to 20,000 users. You guys are getting the easy way. And in that time, it's allowed me to amass over $8 million in personal career online sales. And the platform that we developed has enabled our users to do even more than that. Of course, on top of that, one of the strategies that I've used to scale my software is webinars. And webinars have been something that have made us scale super easily. And now with AI, they're much easier. But we also wrote the book on webinars. And on the next slide here, I'll share a little bit more about that. So fast forward to today, I've now spoken on numerous stages. Our best-selling book has been featured in Times Square, and people are just really curious about what it takes to build an online business. And we've really pioneered the strategies here. People say, oh, they practically wrote the book on the subject. Well, we actually wrote the book on webinars. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner here, we actually wrote the book on webinars. And what's cool is webinars are just one of really 2 strategies that we've used to scale our sales. Jonathan mentioned he's done over 10 million in sales online. I've done over 8 million in sales online. When you combine that, that's over 18 million in sales online. Now, give me a 1 in the chat. Would you agree that when it comes to selling online, learning from 2 people who have done almost 20 million in sales online is better than going to just try to figure out what to sell and hoping for the best? Could you just give me a 1 if you could affirm that like learning from 2 people who have done almost 20 million in sales is just it's like the cheat code, right? It just makes life so much easier. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're kind of excited about the prospect of seeing what we have to say when it comes to what we actually did to make sales work. Awesome. Well, with that being said, I'll move to the next slide here and show you something pretty cool. Me and Jonathan, believe it or not, we met at a mastermind back in 2020. I actually believe it was 2000. So we met back in 2023, but we kind of started forming a friendship at this business mastermind that we were in. And he was doing his software stuff. Everybody knows Jonathan has this big, amazing personal brand. I have a personal brand, but honestly, I've been more on the product side. And maybe a lot of you on this call, maybe some of you are interested in focusing more on using a personal brand to sell and make passive income. And maybe some of you are interested in selling and building a product. Actually, why don't we do this? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're more interested in using your personal brand to sell a product for passive income, or you're more interested in building an actual product and focusing on making that the main thing you're going to sell. Give me a 2 in the chat. So 1 in the chat if you want to start with your personal brand, and 2 in the chat if you want to start with selling an actual product. And I'm just kind of curious, how many people do we have in each group on this call? Let me know in the chat here. Okay, so we've got a mix of ones and twos coming in. Here's the beauty, guys. This works for either one. So Jonathan has come more from that personal brand, has also built many numerous successful brands and products outside of his personal brand. I have been doing things more focusing on the brand first. So when me and Jonathan met a few years ago and started this friendship we had, we eventually crossed paths again at AI Marketing World in October 2025. And this is when AI was just really starting to get crazy. And during that period, we realized something. We realized that these AI tools that were coming out and helping people to build products and make money didn't actually teach you the marketing. They didn't actually help you get customers. And I hate to say it, I know so many people out there who are just building things these days, but they're not making a single sale. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to be in the bucket of people who are just building products and doing this spray and pray and hoping that they make sales? Or do you want to be in the bucket of products, a bucket of people who are pairing the products with actual sales? And I think because you're on this call, you're smart enough to realize that like this is the way that things are going. You need to be in the small group of people that are actually getting customers. Give me a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. We're not just building to build. Maybe some of you are, but I imagine the majority of you are looking to build something that can actually lead to a serious passive income, the same way that Jonathan and I have been able to get to almost 20 million in sales by doing that. So anyway, long story short, me and Jonathan got to a point where we partnered up actually very recently, about 6 months ago, and we created the very first platform that does exactly this. It combines the product with the marketing. And again, this is not some generic marketing advice that you get from a guru who's never made any money online or some random guy who's just building generic marketing prompts. This is actually based on 2 founders who are in the trenches, have generated almost $20 million online, and they've created a special solution to help you do that so that anyone can replicate. Give me a 1 if you would love to just be able to press a button and clone what Jonathan and I have done, not only on how to build the products the right way, but how to sell them. And almost give me a 1 in the chat if that's something that you guys would love to do, because that's what we're here to do. Exactly. I see so many 1s coming in. So with that being said, I want to show you guys one of the ways that how powerful our product strategies are is that when we run ads, we can get results like this. This is on one of my software companies. I've spent $800,000 in ads and I've achieved almost $6 million in revenue. That means for every dollar that I'm putting into ads, I'm getting $7.24 out. Let me ask you something. How many times over and over again would you put $1 into something to trade for $7.24 out? Give me a 1 in the chat if you would take that trade every single time, because that's what's possible when you build the product and the marketing funnel, which we're going to be talking about on this call, in the right way. You have to do it in the right way, and that's what's possible. And then the rest becomes easy. You know, a long time ago, I remember when I was getting started online, I remember listening to people who were talking about how, oh, the ads have to be perfect and the ads have to, you know, you have to check the click-through rate and you have to check the all these different stats on ads, and you have to be in the ads manager for 5 hours a day, until someone who had made significantly more money than me told me something that I never forgot. He said it's 5% about the ads and 95% about the product. What does that mean? It means an amazing offer, an amazing product is going to be much better than the ads. You could put up an ad and that's not even great. And as long as it's going to an amazing product, you're going to make money. And that is my philosophy. So what I'm basically saying is the way that I like to do ads for this is I like to put up the most simple ads in just a few minutes a day. And you can see that I've been successfully using that method to turn $800,000 into almost $6 million. How many people would love, give me a 1 in the chat, to be able to put up simple ads to the products we're going to teach you how to build today and get results like this? Give me a 1 in the chat if this is something you would just absolutely love to do. I see a lot of, I mean, this is a no-brainer. I see someone here said no-brainer. So with that being said, I'm going to hand, and I'll let you know, 1,700 builders have already joined us, but I'm going to let Jonathan share a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so good, man. It's so crazy that you've been able to generate all that income just using ads. It's absolutely insane. And you guys will see as we go through the demo how this all works. Now, as I mentioned, we've built the biggest AI community for building software in the entire world. It says 1,700 here, but we're growing so fast that we're actually almost at 2,000 builders at the moment of this presentation. Now, we've had some amazing students already build some softwares and already getting customers. We have one of our students, Helen. She said, I had my first customer. The hard work paid off. I built my own software just last week. Okay. And then we have Shelly Turner. She said, created and launched my first SaaS. Basically, that means software as a service. She's selling a software as her product called Chrome Stack Pro. She's launched live, already has customers coming in. And then we have Nathan Bakers. He says, I hate techie stuff, but with Jonathan's training, Stefan's method, this made it so simple. He's already building his second app and software. And I know Nathan, he already has thousands of members on his first one, which is absolutely insane. Now, I want to talk about the reality of what's going on now. It's 2026. AI is just absolutely so powerful now. And before, we would create a course, we would sell that course, and that's how we would make money. But now people now pay for software that does the work for them, right? Think about it. Why spend hours and hours of your time watching videos when you can just go to a software that does it all for you? And that's the opportunity, right? Instead of building this software or building this course that's going to take 6 months to film, to build and all that stuff, you can simply build a software in one day, which we're going to show you today, and start getting customers. And your customers are going to be way happier and get a way better result. So that's the reality of what's going on today. Now, everyone's building apps with AI, but the issue is almost nobody is making money, right? So we have amazing tools such as Lovable, Cursor, all these AI tools that will build it for you. But the issue is they don't tell you what to build. And more importantly, they don't help you get customers, right? So these tools are absolutely amazing, but there's not a system in place to help you get customers. And that's what we want to show you today, how we've made over $18 million just with our marketing brain, right? And that's the whole focus on today's demo. Now, as I go through the demo, I want you to think of Maker AI, which is the software we're going to be using for this demo, as the brain. Okay. So think of it as, let's just say you're building a house, right? You need the blueprints. You need the blueprints to be able to build something amazing, right? If you just get a bunch of workers to come build a house, but there's no blueprints, you're just going to get crap, right? And that's what most people are doing. So Maker AI, which is the demo that we're going to go through today, is going to give you the entire blueprint to not only build something amazing, but also get customers. So that's what I want you to think about as we go through this training. Stefan, can you explain why software beats courses?
Absolutely. So honestly, guys, as Jonathan said, we're now in 2026. Before I even go that far, give me a 1 in the chat if you've thought about the idea or you've heard about the idea of selling courses for passive income. Just give me a 1 in the chat. I'm curious, have you heard of that before? The whole idea that you should be selling courses to make money? Give me a 1 in the chat if you've heard of that before. Yeah, okay, a lot of ones coming in. So guys, here's the thing. Courses have been a great way to make money for the past 10 years or so. And I started off in courses. That's actually how I got into the online marketing space, is I was selling courses. And you might be thinking to yourself, I need to create some sort of course to sell. But I'll be honest with you, the landscape is already shifting and courses are definitely starting to be on their way out. Am I saying it's going to be impossible for people to make money with courses? Absolutely not. Are courses still going to be something that are always going to be around? Absolutely. But what I want to talk to you about is why courses are kind of the old way. They're going to start being phased out a bit. And there is a new way, which is selling software. Because at the end of the day, it used to be about people wanting a course to consume 10 to 20 hours of knowledge. But now the easier, better thing is to sell someone a tool that will do it for them. Can you just give me a 1 in the chat if that makes sense? I want you to just understand what I'm saying. The consumer, it's easier to sell someone something that does it for them than to make them consume 10 hours of content before they have to then go manually do it themselves. Can you guys just let me know in the chat if that concept makes sense here? It's so important to understand that concept before I even move forward. I want to see more ones coming in. I just want to make sure you guys understand this is one of the most central mindset pivots I need all of you guys to make before we even go further on this presentation. Awesome. I see a lot of ones coming in. So just to summarize that, courses are kind of like the old way, and it's much harder to sell someone a course than it is to sell someone a software. There's a higher perceived value on software, and it's an easier sell because it does it for them usually. So with that said, courses To get customers, you had to figure it out yourself. You had to validate your idea. You don't know if the course is going to sell, right? So like even me and Jonathan, experienced marketers, if we were to launch a course, we don't know off the top of our heads if that course is going to do well from the get-go. We can have an intuition, but at the end of the day, even for experienced marketers like us who have done almost 20 million in sales, it's still hard. So imagine the average person. And then on top of that, to create a course and figure out how to sell it could cost you anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 for information, and you don't own any of it. You don't own any assets. It's just a course. You can't resell it. Can you guys see also, give me another one, if you see that a software is something you can eventually sell, and maybe that's something of interest to you guys. Imagine if you guys used AI to build a software that then was mostly marketed on its own, taking you only 5 to 10 minutes a day, and then you might be able to go and turn around and sell that software for 6 or even 7 or even 8 figures. Can you guys see the value in not only the software being easier to sell, but also something that you can get a valuation from and have an exit? Yes, regular people can now have these giant software exits. I'm so glad everyone is seeing this. So that brings us to what we're going to be talking about today, which is you need to transition to the idea of selling software. And the beauty is nowadays selling software is so much easier with what we're going to talk about today. There are these AI tools out there, like you can see on the left here. And actually, Jonathan, would you mind going back to the last slide real quick? Just something that I want to share. Awesome. So the new way over here is not only do you need to understand that you should be selling software, but there's now a way that we're talking about on this call to not only build it in minutes, get the validation that this product is going to sell, because remember we talked about that's hard, especially on courses, get the marketing and playbook based on almost 20 million in sales, and then have AI do majority of the marketing. How many people would love something like that? Just give me a 1 in the chat if theoretically something like that existed, that would do all of that for you to sell not only just a course, but a software where most of the work is done to build it, most of the work to market it is done, and then there's even a valuation attached to it, meaning you could eventually sell it. Awesome. I see a lot of ones coming in. Okay, we can move to the next slide. Sorry, guys. I like to be super in-depth. So the other thing I want to share with you is what we're calling the wrong way versus the right way here. Now that you understand software is the way to go, there's something else that you need to understand. There are tools out there that will build your software. There's tools like Lovable, Replit, Manus. Give me a 1 in the chat if you've heard of these tools, and give me a 2 in the chat if you have not heard of these tools. I'm just kind of curious which bucket you guys are in, because 1 is going to be the people who have an idea of these tools, and 2 is going to be people who haven't heard of these tools yet. I see a lot of 1s coming in. So a lot of the people on the call likely have heard of these tools. I see someone sharing Base 44. That's another one. Some of you haven't heard of it. So basically here's the scoop. These tools exist out there, and you can go to them and just talk to them like people, and they'll build you an app. The problem is that you don't know what you're building. It's not validating ideas for you with the right information, right? It's giving you generic validation. It's not validating with real market data. The prompts are not built in a way that 2 real humans who actually have a track record of selling are setting it up in the right way, in a way that's kind of proprietary. It doesn't give you the complete marketing system, and it doesn't give you everything to literally go and potentially acquire your first paying customer today. So give me a 1 if that makes sense. These tools like Lovable and all those other ones, just give me a 1 if you understand. They're not validating that your app idea you're building is good, and they're not giving you proven marketing. They're not. They can give you some generic output marketing, but they're not giving you all of the pieces to actually do it. Awesome. I'm glad we see that. I just want to make sure you guys understand that concept. So with that, what is the next slide here? Let's see. Okay. So who is this workshop for? Oh, so Jonathan, you want to go ahead and take this one?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Stefan. All right. So I want you to type in, which one are you? Are you a side hustler? Are you just someone looking for passive income? You're not sure kind of what you want to do, but you do want to make some sort of reoccurring income. Type in side hustler down below. Or are you already an entrepreneur? You have a business, even possibly a local business. Maybe you have a course business, agency, landscaping, dentist. If you already have a business, just type in what type of business that you already have down below. Or if you are a freelancer or some sort of agency, let us know. Or if you're just curious, you're a complete beginner, you've never started a business online, you're not sure about this AI stuff, you're kind of nervous about it. Well, I promise you, doesn't matter where you're at. The truth is, if you want to make money, with AI software without writing code, this is for you. And I see so many people in the comments. I see side hustler, complete beginner, all of the above. I love that. Agency, side hustler, entrepreneur, complete beginner. Awesome. So many of you in different backgrounds. But again, the truth of the truth is you can create software using AI and it'll work for anyone in any background. It's absolutely insane. Now, as we get closer to starting the demo, this is what we're going to go through today. This is the 4-step system that we are going to show you today that changes everything. Number 1 is you have to have an idea, right? Something profitable. Number 2, we need to validate that idea. We need to make sure this is even a good idea before we actually go and build it. And then number 3, we actually build it using AI. Now, believe it or not, this is actually the easy part. Back 2-3 years ago, you would have to go hire a developer, engineers, coders. You would probably be spending 30, 50, 100,000 to build a software. And now you can do that in literally minutes with very, very low budgets. Okay. It's absolutely insane. And then step 4, we're going to show you how to actually get the customers to buy your product. And again, it's all going to be validated. So by the time you build this product, you know for a fact that you're going to get customers. Now, what type of software can you actually build? Well, you can build marketing software, medical, pet, real estate, law firm, restaurant software, fitness, travel, music, nonprofit, investor. The truth is you can build any type of software in any niche for any audience. So if you're wondering, well, can I build a software for my niche? Maybe it's something kind of different or, quote unquote weird. We have the #1 community for AI software building, and I've seen it all. And you can build any software in any niche. And that's the beauty of what we're going to show you here today. Now, what we're going to do next, okay? In the next 60 minutes, I'm going to actually build the entire software live. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. I'm super excited. Type in a build down below in the comments if you are excited for this. Now, while you are commenting build down below, I want you to watch these 3 moments specifically. Number 1, how fast the idea research and validation actually takes. Number 2, what the build prompts actually look like and how simple the process is. And then number 3, the complete marketing plan that comes out at the end. All right, I see lots of builds down below. All right, let's type in a 5. If you can see my screen here, I'm going to change screens here. So if you guys can see it, I'm going to go ahead and show it. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Type in a 5 down below. All right. So today, specifically, you're going to watch me build a medical software live using 100% AI, even if you have no experience, and how to get customers starting today. We're going to go through those 4 steps that I just mentioned. All right. Now, throughout this whole process, we're going to be using a software called Maker AI that's going to do every single one of these steps for us, okay? Every single one of these steps, we're going to walk through that here today, all right? So we're going to start with the idea. So I'm going to go to my Maker AI account, and as you can see, I'm inside my account here. And if I go to where it says my projects, you can see I have dozens and dozens of projects in multiple industries, multiple niches. I'm just having a blast creating so many softwares, not only for me, but for my clients as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and build our first project. I'm going to go right here on the left where it says new project. I'm going to click on that. And, I'm just going to say AI suggests an idea. So if you have no idea what you want to build, you're going to click on this here. And then we're going to click an industry. And as you can see, we have tons and tons of industries that you can build software in, right? You can see logistics, entertainment, beauty, agriculture, sports, events, literally every industry that you can think of. Now, if your industry is not there, you can just simply type it. You could just type in whatever industry that you want. So I'm just going to do that. Just do medical field. And we're going to hit go. All right, so next is going to ask, how complex should the app actually be? Do you want to do something easy, medium, hard? Now, I'm just going to do medium for now, just to build something today. Now, here's the cool thing. If you have some sort of expertise, you can go ahead and add this in where it says optional, and it will give you ideas based on your exact expertise. Okay. Now, you don't have to fill that in. To be transparent, I am not a medical expert at all, but that's okay, because Maker AI will still give you an amazing idea, even if you don't have any expertise in that industry. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this part here. I'm going to go where it says generate ideas. Now, what this is doing, it's scouring the internet and it's trying to find some ideas of something that has never been created that you can start making money with. Okay. So we're still on step number 1. We're on the idea part. Okay. So a lot of people will spend weeks and weeks trying to figure out, well, I don't know what type of software to build. I want to make money, but I don't know what I should build. Right. Well, Maker AI is doing the research for you. Again, backed by, me and Stefan have built, I think, dozens of softwares already. And we just use this exact same method every single time. Now, as you can see, within a few moments, we already have some ideas, right? It says MedScript Insight, Surgical Supply Scout, Thera Connect Pro. Now, it'll tell you kind of what it does, okay? So let's look at the first one here. It says patients with chronic conditions often struggle with medication adherence due to complex regimens. And then the solution, it says a mobile application that uses AI to analyze patient reporting symptoms, medication schedules. Very cool, right? So that's something we can create. Now, for the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to click this first one here and let's just build this. So I'm going to click select this idea. Now, what it's going to do is we have the idea now, right? So now that we have the idea, we're switching now to step number 2, which is the validation phase. Okay. Now, this is a very important phase because we need to make sure if we're going to go ahead and launch this software, we want to make sure that we're going to be able to get customers, right? So inside of Maker AI, I'm going to click where it says start project. Now, this is where it's going to do some very deep research on if this is a good product. Now, I want to tell you kind of what it's doing. That way you kind of understand this from the back end, right? So there's a few things that the validation phase is doing right here, okay? So first thing is it's checking competitors, right? Is this something that is super competitive that's going to be hard to get customers? So competition, it's searching keywords, like what are some keywords that it will target? Basically, like what are people typing in to find a solution to their problem, right? And then it's going to look for things like it's looking for other softwares that are similar, right? So similar softwares, things like that. And it's doing a bunch of things here in the background. Now let's check if this is ready. Okay, so it's still scouring the internet. There we go. So check this out. So it's going to tell you if this is a good idea. It's going to give you some ratings. As you can see, it gives you market evidence. Let me see if I could zoom up a little bit here. That way you guys can see it. Okay, so yeah, it's going to give you the market evidence. It says these are what people are searching online. So as you can see, with that exact same these keywords, so people are typing in, medication adherence apps, chronic disease management tools. These are the things that people are typing in, and it's backed by the data. You can see right here, it says 10,000 to 100,000 people per month are searching this on Google and YouTube, right? So it tells you that there's a huge opportunity for this specific app, right? And then it says market timing. Is this a good time to create this? Now, here's one of my favorite parts. As Stefan mentioned, I'm a social media guy, right? So I like to know what type of YouTube videos can I create? What type of Instagram reels, right? So it's going to give you all that data. It's going to say, these are the type of videos that I should create if I were to create this app, right? So you can see Instagram reels, TikTok, Twitter. It's doing deep research. That way, exactly if you should build this and if you should be excited about it. Now, this is really important here. The next part, it says competitive landscape. So it tells you direct competitors of people that are doing something similar. And then it says what they lack and why your software will be even stronger than that. So it does that research already. It gives you a market gap. So essentially, what is your software doing differently that the other competitors are not? And it gives you the differentiation angle as well. That way you can be excited about the software that you're creating. It also gives you some financial opportunity. How much can you potentially make with this, depending on what you charge per month. If, for example, it's like, hey, if you get 250 people at $20 a month, That's $5,000 a month that you're going to make with this software, right? So it's going to give you some estimates, just, based on the research that it's done. And then it gives you, of course, some risks, mitigation, things to look out for. What are the things that, if you were to launch this specific software, that you would need to look for, right? And then as you can see, just more data, more things to look for, how to get your first customer, week 1 wins. And then I'm going to go down a little bit. This is one of my favorite here, is the detailed score breakdown. It says, what's the competition like? Is there a clear buyer? Is it hard to copy? Is there enough demand, right? These are all things that are really important before you actually launch your software, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next step here, and we're going to actually build this live for you guys. So I'm going to hit customize build, okay? So right here where it says customize build, I'm going to click on that. Now, here's the cool part. You can actually pick and choose what you want to add to this software, okay? So as you can see, it's going to add all these features here on the must-haves, and then it's going to say, hey, these are some things that you should add, right? Maybe you want to add intelligent nudges or side effect tracker and analysis, right? Educational resources, pharmacy integration. So I'm gonna pick and choose some of these. I'm just gonna make it simple. I'll just do a few of these here. I'll do the pharmacy integration and the side effect tracker. I think those are pretty simple to do. And then there's some nice to have. These are more advanced features that you can add, and you could always do this later, of course, but I'm going to scroll down here. Of course, you can add your industry expertise if you have that. And then here's the cool part. It gives you some pricing recommendations here on how much you should charge. So it depends on how much you want to charge and what you want to offer. I typically like something like a $27 a month starter, and then maybe up to a $97 pro plan. But it really depends on how you want to charge, right? And then you could even offer a free trial if you'd like. You can just click on that. And then I usually like to do a 7-day. Again, this is all depending on how you want to build it, okay? All right, so then we're going to click on create build guide. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to build this thing live for you guys, okay? So this is actually going to give you some copy and paste prompts. That way you can build this software live, okay? Now, if you guys know how to copy and paste, I want you to type in the comments, copy and paste, because if you know how to copy and paste, you can build an AI software, and you're going to see me do it live for you guys. So I want to go through the steps again as this is loading. So now we validated it, right? So we have the idea for this software. We validated it. We're excited about it. But now we're going to build it, okay? We're going to actually just use a copy and paste method to build this software live, okay? So here we go. So now we're in the build phase, right? Step number 3. See how fast we're going, guys? How insane this is? So now we're on the build phase. Now check this out, okay? We're going to basically follow these steps here, okay? So we have step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, all the way to 12, okay? Now, what you do is you literally copy and paste, okay? Now we're going to be using, in this example, Lovable, okay? This is the builder, right? So again, Maker AI is like the architect or the plans, right? Maker AI gives you the plans. Now we're going to give it to Lovable, and Lovable is like the construction worker building the actual software, okay? So that's what we're going to be using. Now I do see a lot of comments asking like, hey, can we use other softwares to build it? Yes, you can use whatever software you want. That really doesn't matter. You can use Lovable, you can use Base 44, whatever your favorite AI software is, you can do that, okay? We just recommend Lovable because it's easy for 99% of people. So this is what you do here. You're going to go, I'm assuming, so you just sign up for Lovable unless you already have an account. And then you move to step number 2, and you just literally copy this prompt, okay? So you're going to copy this, okay? We're going to go to Lovable. This is my Lovable account here, and I'm simply going to paste that. Boom. That's it. It's building. It's now building this software live for us, okay? Now, it's going to take probably a few minutes. We'll come back later. But essentially, what you do now is you copy that. As you can see, it's building the landing page, basically the page that's going to sell the software for you. And then you're just, once that's done, you go to the next step, step number 3. You copy this, paste down the Lovable, then that's done. Then you go to step number 4, copy this. all the way to you get to step number 12. And this is my favorite part here. This is where you set up your bank account, you connect it to your software, and you get paid, right? You just follow the steps. This process will probably take an hour to 4 hours, depending on how fast you can copy and paste, right? That's how quick this is, all right? Now, for those of you who just don't want to wait, you don't want to do the step-by-step, we actually have this generate a full quick start prompt. This will generate the whole entire 12 steps all in one prompt, okay? Now, my recommendation, I like going through the steps just because you can, if there's anything that you want to change, you can do it step by step. But I know some of you are like, you know what? I just want to paste this in, walk away, take a walk with the kids, and then come back and have a whole software built. That's what this quick prompt or quick start prompt is for, okay? All right. So that's how the building works. As you can see, I'm going to go back to Lovable. It is now building this live, guys. It is going to have an entire page for us ready to start to sell, okay? Type in insane down below in the comments if this is just mind-blowing to you guys, okay? I know for me it is, and that's why I have so much fun doing this, okay? All right, so we're going to go back to that, and we're going to see the build here. But so once this is done, let's just say you get to the 12 steps here. Once you get to this 12 steps, we have this this phase 2 where you simply copy and paste this, and basically this is going to test your app for you, okay? So you go through that system. So I'm gonna skip this part. I want to go to the marketing part because this is the part where I want to focus on today, because at the end of the day, building software is actually pretty easy now, as you saw, but the skill behind all of this is getting customers. As Stefan mentioned, both of us have done over $18 million with our marketing methods, okay? Now, I want you to think of this marketing system right here, which I'm going to click. I want you to think of it as having my brain and Stefan's brain literally in your office coaching you how to get customers every single day, okay? That's the goal with the whole marketing plan, okay? Now, if we're going to go back to our steps here, and this is basically, that's it, right? We built the software. So again, we're going to be using copy and paste, using your favorite software. In this case, we're just going to use Lovable. But now I want to focus on getting customers. This is the part that's the most important, right? Because we want to make sure you're making money, you're getting reoccurring monthly checks to your bank account, and that's the goal. Okay, so we're going to show you how to do the marketing. It's going to do it all for you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to before I show you how to create the content and get customers. You're going to click on this little button here that says prerequisites. Okay, and this is important. You're going to see why. Okay. First things first, you could click this button here that says autocomplete, and it's going to do a lot of the marketing for you. But before that, you want to enter some of your information. So I'm going to enter my Instagram account here. I'm going to upload a photo, and you'll see why we're doing this in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right. So once that's uploaded, this is going to actually help you build your brand. Okay. So it's going to create a logo for you. Okay. So we're going to build a medical software. So let's just do something like maybe light and clean, modern, minimal. We'll click on this and we're going to hit generate logo. Okay. So this is going to generate a logo for us. And then from there, we're going to then, I'm going to show you how to set up your Facebook account to get customers. And this is literally all I do to get customers without paying for ads. Okay. Now, as this is generating, you'll see in just a second, we're going to go ahead and generate a Facebook profile, and you'll see how simple that is. But I'm going to, as you notice, if I go down, it even gives you the offer definition, right? So who is it, what it does, who it's for, the pain it solves. So it gives you more data on if this software is something that you should build and how you can promote it and get customers, right? It gives you an A to B map transformation, right? So it kind of gives you, like, for example, it says, Sarah, she's 62 years old. She sits at a kitchen every morning, staring at 7 different pill bottles, trying to remember if she took her blood pressure medication or if she did it already, right? And then the point B, after she goes through this software, it says, now Sarah wakes up to a gentle, personalized reminders from MedScript Insight that knows her morning routine. She taps the taken with confidence, logs that slight dizziness she felt yesterday, And now they have the whole transformation with your software. So that's what the A to B transformation is for. It gives you some more pain points, questions, keywords, and then it gives you some more market research as well, as you can see right here. Okay, so all this information is all there. Let's see if it gave us some logos. There we go. Check it out. Stefan, what do you think of those logos, man? Which one do you guys like the most? We got 1, 2, or 3. Type in which one. I'm just going to click on the first one here. I think that one looks pretty good.
These are great. I think the first one is great, but let us know in the chat. What do you guys think is the best one? 1, 2, or 3? I personally like 1.
Yeah, same here, man. So I'm going to go to this one, and then we're going to go to the Facebook setup. I want to show you the Facebook magic here. I'm going to click on Generate Facebook Magic, and you're going to see this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing here in a second. What it's going to do is it's going to take all the information, all the research that it's already done, and it's basically going to create your Facebook profile, okay? And you're going to see why this is important. This is how I've generated millions and millions of dollars without running ads, right? Stefan's the ad guy. I'm not the ads guy. Stefan knows how to run ads, but I've done this simply by posting on Facebook, not even creating videos, okay? You're going to see how powerful that is. So it's going to give you some banner copy. You're going to see what that means in just a second. And it's going to create a Facebook banner. Check this out, okay? Now, while this is generating, I'm going to show you what a Facebook banner is, okay? So this is my Facebook banner here. As you can see, when people go to my Facebook account, they know exactly who I help and how I can help them, okay? So as you can see, this is my banner, okay? When people go to my profile, they know how I can help them, okay? And then people can go to my link for whatever software or whatever I'm promoting, and that's how I get customers all day, every day, okay? Let's see if this is done now. Let's see here. Is it still generating? Okay, it's gonna, let's generate that. But yeah, so this will actually generate that for you, okay? And then same thing with Instagram. It's gonna set up your whole Instagram account, and that way you can set up your Instagram bio and get customers. So I'm gonna do that as well. Here we go, image generated. Oh, okay, that's different. Okay, but yeah, so it typically will have you right side up. I have no idea why I did that today. Every demo I've ever done, it's never done that. So
guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, actually, that might be a good idea because it's what do you call it, Stefan? It's a
pattern interrupt.
A pattern interrupt. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, guys, it'll create, as you can see, I help chronic disease patients, medication adherence using MedScript Insight, right? So it tells you exactly who you help and how you can help them. Okay. So that's how that works. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to the content part. This is actually one of my favorite parts. I'm going to go, let me complete all done. And then what it's going to do now is we can start to create the content. Okay. So essentially the way that works is I want to show you some of my most powerful posts that I've created. So let me go here to some of my posts here. Okay. So as you can see, this one's one I did yesterday. As you can see, this post generated 259 comments, and it got, this was just yesterday. Okay. Here's another one I did just 2 days ago. As you can see, 560 comments, and one more here for you guys. These are all just my personal Facebook account. This is just simply a photo, 344 comments. Okay. Again, these are not posting videos at all. These are simply just text posts on Facebook. Okay. So I want to show you how that all works. Okay. So I'm going to go to a project that I've already created. That way you can see it already done. Okay. So check this out. Okay. So if you go to in the marketing section here where it says get customers, I want to show you some of these that have already been created. Okay. So check this out. It'll give you those exact same posts here. Okay. So remember I showed you this post here that looks like this. That's all it is. So simply all you would do now is you would copy this into Facebook, and then you would just add the comments underneath. Okay. That's kind of the secret here. Okay. So let me show you an example. So for this one, this is the post, but then all the information is right here, right? So you can see step 1, and then people have to search through the comments and look for my other, as you can see, hundreds and hundreds of comments. They have to go look for all the steps, and people do that because they're interested. and they go through all the steps. And that's what you do here is you post that post, and then you add all these comments under the post. Okay. And then you simply just add the link to your software and they buy. Okay. As you can see, it creates the Twitter style images, the one I just showed you that went super viral, right? This is the one I created on Facebook here that looks like that. We call it the Twitter style image, kind of gives you that authority. So it does all that for you. Maker AI will create this for you. And then it does these whiteboard type images. These do extremely well. And then one more I'll show you guys. It does the breaking news for you guys. So these do extremely well. And again, all you do is just post that, and then you add the comments down below. So as you can see for this example, it's like, hey, 5 skincare mistakes that you're actually making your skin worse. And then these are the skincare mistakes that you add in the comments. All right. So that's how that works. Okay. I know a lot of people mostly focus on this, but if you do want to create videos, we do have a short form creator that'll create scripts for you for your short form videos. And then it'll also create YouTube videos for you as well, if you want to create more long form content as well. Okay. I want you to type in a 5 in the chat if that's insane, because it'll do that marketing for you. And as you can see, I do this every single day. If you go through my Facebook profile, I simply just post things like this, right? I'll just show you. Watch, I'll go to my Facebook profile right now, and you can see I'm a man of my word, right? So I'll do the whiteboard image here. There's a whiteboard image. Here's another whiteboard image. Here's a breaking news style image. Here's a Twitter thread image, right? This one got 300 comments. And that's all I do. I literally get hundreds and hundreds of people joining every single day because of that. Okay. So, simply Maker AI will do this for you. Okay. That's the gist of it. Okay. You give it all that information and then it will do it for you. Okay. So, last thing I want to show you here in the demo, this is actually something that's brand new and you guys are going to get super excited about this. We have this marketplace. Okay. So we're actually going to get customers for you. We're going to drive traffic to your software. So all you do once this is done, once your software is ready, you're going to click on marketplace. Okay. You're going to auto generate your listing. Okay. It's going to autofill. As you can see, it's hard to see right now, but it says auto filling right here. So it's actually doing it already knows everything about your app. It brings in the logo, as you can see. And then all you do is you add your information. So, whatever link it is to whatever your app is, you add that there. If you have a demo video, you can do that. It's optional. If you have an affiliate program, you can add it there, and that's it. It literally will do it for you. And then you just choose blog type. Okay. And you're going to see why this works. And you say, hey, I want to steal competitors' traffic. You can click on that. Okay. You're going to click through these options here. And this is going to create an entire blog strategy for you to get traffic. Now, when you go ahead and post to the marketplace, it'll look like this. Okay. I just want to show you real quick what this looks like. And now this is the #1 marketplace for AI software. So it's going to look like this. As you can see, just because you have a Maker AI account, you will have a premium listing here and it'll be certified and people will be able to buy your products. Okay. So that's how the marketplace works. It's insane. Super excited about that. So anyways, that's all I have for the demo for you guys. Stefan, do you want to take it away with the rest of the presentation?
Absolutely. And while I have the slides being pulled up here real quick, guys, give me a 1 if that was amazing. Give me a 1 if you guys thought that this is a total game changer. I mean, I'm just watching from this side and seeing what we've created and kind of just being in awe myself, because Jonathan and me had to kind of grind it out the hard way to build our software, meaning it took me years of getting this done manually, like, pieces of trying to build software with developers and $500,000 to get a developer, and you might have to raise money. It's so stressful and complicated, 99% fail rate. And Jonathan he went through the same thing, but he's come out and we both have such complementary skill sets, which is really cool. And essentially I just, give me a 1 if you guys can see the power here. You know, what's also really cool, is that the marketplace, alone, there's all these marketplaces out there and they charge like $200 a month for a listing. right? So that's crazy that like not only is this the full system, like so $500,000 a month to hire a developer to build this tool for you. You need to pay a marketing team at least 6 figures a year to do what we just showed you. Then a marketplace listing is another $200 a month. It's insane how far things have come, and all in one tool that does this for you. Just give me a 1 in the chat if we could just appreciate how far things have come in general here and what this really can do. Just, anyway, so all of that, as we said, was in under 45 minutes from zero. Found a profitable idea with a real market data, validated with 10-point scoring, generated complete prompts to build the entire thing, and the full marketing system. Give me a 1 in the, just in general. Would you say that the best thing in the world for your software that you want to start, because you now know courses are kind of outdated and software is better for a variety of reasons, would you agree? Give me a 1 in the chat if you would agree that if you were partnered with me and Jonathan to help scale your software company, your software product, that would be the best thing. Give me a 1 in the chat if that would be cool. Well, obviously there's only 2 of us, right? So would you agree? Give me a 2 in the chat if you would agree the next best thing is to have our AI clones, just like what you saw here, all of our knowledge of software in one handy spot to basically do your marketing, build your software, and give you all those pieces for you where you're just kind of managing things in minutes a day. Give me a 2 if you can agree that's the next best thing, especially at a tiny fraction of the cost. Awesome. So guys, it's not just us who are using Maker AI to build our software companies and scale. It's really the easy button. We have people that are using this. You can see here, Aaron said, my app is now officially launched, made it available to my waitlist this morning. 4 people have already signed up. So people are doing exactly what we're saying. They're not going and try to build a course. They're not going and try to pay $500,000 to a developer to build the software. No, they're using Maker AI and getting results. Aaron, 4 customers, boom. Nathan Bachers, I hate techie stuff, not a fan. But with Jonathan's training in this community, it's made it simple. And I believe Nathan has actually made sales, like a lot of sales from my understanding too. Helen Paviga, the hard work paid off. I built my own software sold last week. I'm so happy to have my first customer. Helen got her first customer. And then look at Lisa Serafini. Maker AI is fantastic. I started creating an app for homesteaders to track planting, livestock preserves, and it is functioning great. So not only though, we don't leave people hanging with just the tool, right? We make the tool the right way, because there is a right way and a wrong way to build your tool for sales. Take it from someone who is about to cross that 8-figure mark and who partnered with a guy who has crossed that 8-figure mark, okay? There is a right way and a wrong way to build the product, but if you're not pairing that with the right marketing, that's where 99% of people are just getting stuck. So if you want to be, give me a 1 if you don't want to be in the 99% of builders, but you want to be in the 1% of builders that are actually making sales. Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to be in that 1%, not in that 99%, because I know so many people that are just stuck in that position. Anyway, so just to kind of also remind you guys, like, it's one thing to build, but sales are the most important thing. And honestly, if you've ever been terrified of ads before, because when I got started in online business, I was terrified of ads until I realized one thing. It's not about the ad, it's about the product. So that's why this is so powerful, not only because it does your marketing, but it sets up the foundation that allows your marketing to be effective. So essentially what that means is the reason that I'm able to spend $800,000 and turn it into nearly $6 million in sales is because I understand that my product had to be amazing. And the old way of building that amazing product took me years and cost over $500,000. The new way to do this is pennies, literally pennies, and could be done in an hour. That's what's so amazing about what we're talking about here. And not only that, but like, as Jonathan said, why we work so well together, I'm the paid ads guy, Jonathan's the organic guy. So even if ads are not your jam, even though with this, it's so easy to get successful with ads because you get my brain on the ads. But for Jonathan, he's mastered organic marketing with simple posts. I mean, just give me a 2 in the chat. How many people here would love if this simple app that they built in less than an hour could get customers, just like you see many of our initial users are getting within literally days with simple posts like this that you don't even have to make. You just have to have the tool generate it for you, and then you're getting customers. And by the way, you might be wondering, okay, Stefan, yeah, 800,000 to 5.8 million on ads is great, but organic, how do I know these posts are actually getting any traffic? I'm sure some of you are wondering, how the heck are these, how much traffic can these simple posts actually get? Well, on the next slide here, take a look at this. Jonathan's posts, he's generated over 20 million views. And you can see even in the last 90 days, over 3.8 million views. So how many people would love if simple posts that Jonathan's AI brain gave you that you just have to post, right? Because he has the knowledge of how to do this the right way. And he gives that to you in his own AI clone brain. And then you just have to post that to social media and you get 3.8 million views. Now, of course, everyone's views are going to take, it's not like you're going to post one post and get 3.8 million views, right? You have to be consistent with it. But you can you see how easy it would be to absolutely post on social media and get a few customers every time you post? Because that's doable. And we have customers, like you saw, they're getting their first customers right away. And as we saw here, people are building real stuff. I mean, look at a lot of these. And just to show you, even me, myself, I've started a new software using the Maker AI framework called PressPitch AI. We have Daniel and Nathan built DM Lead Flow. Aaron built Beacon Script. Shally built Chrome Stack Pro. So people are building and people are getting customers with simple strategies. And I just want to make this very clear. The thing that we built, Maker AI, that Jonathan just showed you, it's very different than you just using Base 44 or Lovable or Cursor, because those things don't find profitable ideas for you. They don't validate with the real market data. They don't build from a sales first perspective. They don't copy and paste build prompts that actually work. They don't give you a complete marketing system that's based on 18 million in sales. They're going to give you some generic nonsense. They don't give you daily content and video scripts. They don't give you the comment ladder strategy, and there's no support. It's not like Lovable is like, hey, let's help you actually make sales. There's nothing there. And it's the same thing if you do it yourself and try to use ChatGPT, which is it's kind of crazy how fast AI is evolving. ChatGPT is almost like archaic at this point. But forget about that giving you anything useful at all. Awesome. So now I want you guys to picture something. Imagine it's 30 days from now. You open your Stripe dashboard, 12 paying customers. You didn't write a single line of code. You didn't hire a developer. You followed a system that over now, I believe 2,000 people are already using. And the people in your circle are asking, wait, how the heck did you build that? And that's not a fantasy. That's the system that we're talking about here. Now, what we're sharing here today, this is not for everyone. Like, this is not a magic button. It's as close to a magic button as you could possibly humanly get, but it's not a magic button. Okay, that doesn't exist. You can't just press a button and have 100,000 customers. It doesn't work that way. I wish that was the case, but that said, there is a next best thing to a magic button. This is not for you if you want someone to build and sell it for you, right? This is for someone who knows that they could start small and build something that builds real passive income that could easily build job replacement income if you follow the steps in very minimal amount of time. And if you're not willing to spend at least 2-3 hours a week on this, then it's probably not for you. Because again, this is not the magic button, but it's the closest thing to the magic button. Now, this is for you if you want to build software but don't know where to start. You may have wanted to build a product online and you're thinking about courses, and maybe you've been thinking about software, like we said, but you don't want to spend $500,000 to hire a developer, and you don't want to spend all this time recording a 10-hour course that no one's going to buy because they don't want to go through a 10-hour course, right? It's also for you if you've never tried to get a single paying customer before or don't know how to get a single paying customer. It's also for you if you're willing to follow a proven system and take action. So you have two choices right now. Give me a 1, first of all, if you guys feel like you understand with complete clarity where things are going in the online space right now, meaning you understand courses are pretty much, you're kind of outdated. Using just ChatGPT, you're kind of outdated. Using Base 44 by itself to try to build something to sell, you're pretty outdated. Give me a 1 if you guys could at least feel like you are directionally understanding of where things are going. All right, because that's been the most important thing on this call is we want to show you the concept here of where things are going. So with that said, you've got 2 options. 1, you can go back and do this alone. You can go to Lovable and try to maybe replicate some of the stuff that we're talking about here, but it's not going to be optimized in a way that it's easy because it's not built for that. You could spend another 3 months without a paying customer, meaning you get to July and you're like, okay, I'm in the same position I was 3 months ago. You could try to figure out marketing after you launch when it's pretty much already too late. You could watch someone else literally get customers in a day in the same amount of time you could have been doing it. And you could wonder what the idea that you need to actually build or market is without actually being able to verify it. Or you could use the system. You could use Maker AI to find and validate your idea today. You could use the build prompts to design a software that's built to sell. And when I say that, remember how I said I'm profitable on ads I put $1 in and get $7+ out on ads? It's because I built it in a simple way. And you could ask Jonathan, I am not some massive ads guru. I do very simple ads. They just work because I made the product great, and all of that knowledge is in Maker. Now, you could use the full marketing system, the content, the ads, the emails, all the stuff that has been built in with more to come. And you could launch with paying customers already lined up. And then also, not only that, but you could get the community aspect of the system, which we talked about. Lovable doesn't give you any sort of help or community. So that's kind of the two options right now. So here's everything you're getting today, because we are going to do a special offer for you guys. And before I get to that, can I just give me a 1? Can I show you guys what we've put together for you here today? Just give me a 1 in the chat, because I think you guys are really going to love the special thing that we've put together for you guys here today that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. So just give me a 1 if you guys are excited for me to kind of just share that with you real quick. Awesome. I see a lot of 1s coming in the chat. So let's go ahead and show you everything you're getting today. So the first thing we'd like to share with you is we'd like to invite you in to grab our full Maker AI platform, the same one we just little demo of here today. So the first thing is AI idea generation. You get any industry, any niche, and real search data, meaning you're not wondering if your app is going to sell. The biggest problem I see, I live in New York City, and I'm around entrepreneurs all day, and I roll my eyes because they're sitting there building and building and building, and I'm like, you're never going to sell that. So don't get stuck in that building confusion, analysis paralysis, building out of anxiety because you're nervous that you're not going to be able to sell. How many people have built out of anxiety because you're just like, oh, well, if I keep building features, maybe eventually I'll make some sales. Don't get stuck in that. Get something that's going to be based on actual almost 20 million in sales that validates that an idea has any marketplace value. That's the first step. You're also going to be able to get that deep market validation through a 10-point scoring system. So not if you have an idea already, great, you can get it graded. If you don't have an idea, it's going to generate it for you. Okay. So the second thing is you're going to get the customizable build prompts. And that's going to literally let you paste these into Lovable Cursor. This is arguably the most important part because, again, I'm not some ads guru. I understand ads well. To you, I might look like an ads guru, but to me, I'm just a regular guy who understood that as long as I get the right eyeballs, which Facebook Meta Ads knows how to do, to then offer that's great. That's what we use to build this, is we put in our input based on those sales, based on putting $1 in ads and getting $7 out, which any guru at the foaming at the mouth would be thrilled to get those numbers. They're happy to put $1 in and get $2 out. And we've gotten 7 by keeping it simple, by keeping it easy. And that those build prompts go a long way to building the product and the funnel in the right way that the ads just convert. Because it's not about the ads, it's about the product and the funnel and the marketing. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Can you guys see that? It's about the product being great and having great marketing to get into the product, and then the product being good enough that people stay. That's the most important part. Ads are just putting eyeballs on that. So if you put eyeballs on something that's a piece of, filth, right? It's no good. You need something that's good, putting eyeballs on something good. So that's the concept there. That's what that's going to let you do. On top of that, you get the complete marketing system based on 18 million in sales. This is not some generic AI output. Good luck going to ChatGPT. Have you guys seen those funny videos on Reels where it's like, ChatGPT, make me an app that makes me $50,000 a month, right? You could go try to do that, but guess what? It doesn't know how. It doesn't have it's not going to be based on a human element that has actually gotten results, which is where the proprietary thing that we've built comes into play. So that's the first thing you're getting. And like I said, this isn't just some generic webinar. We put together a master package for you guys here. We wanted to give you everything. So the next thing you're going to get is actually going to be the full Maker AI Academy. This is going to be that full video training. We already gave you the thing that we told you is the best, which is the software that does 99% of the heavy lifting for you. But we're also giving you the Maker AI Academy. So if you are a guy that wants to have those videos there when you need them, these are going to show you these step-by-step supplemental tutorials that are going to guide you through Lovable, Cursor, Bolt, Replit, how to set up your payment processing, how to walk through of the tool itself, and how to do all of these different pieces manually. Because we didn't want to just give you the easy button, but we wanted to give you the supporting videos and everything. Everything's covered in here. You could walk through the videos. If you are more of a video person and you want that hand-holding, it's there for you. If you want to just go fast with the tool and kind of break stuff and figure it out, you can do that too. It works for everyone. And you also get this updated regularly because guess what? Remember we said Lovable and all these tools, there's no support. There's no community. We give you the video. We're constantly updating this content to make sure you guys are up to date. So you don't have to worry about what's actually happening in the AI world. We're going to update you as part of the people we're supporting. So that's the second thing you're getting. The third thing you're getting is the private community. So just like we said, having that support network is so important. I think, give me a 1 if you agree success is never truly achieved alone. I have not achieved success alone. Jonathan has not achieved success alone. We have been very successful, but guess what? We actually partnered through community. We met through a community, and that community has allowed us to elevate to an even higher level where we're, in addition to running our own software companies, we're now partnering to help other people do it in 1/1000th of the time. That's the result, a direct result of us understanding the power of community. So in our community, which now has over 2,000 builders, you could post questions, get answers in hours from not only us, but people in the community. You could share wins. You could get feedback on your own app. You could find accountability partners. You could get direct access to Jonathan and myself. Do you know how many people would love to partner with founders who have done almost 20 million in sales if they haven't made many sales yet? Well, guess what? We're in there. We're talking to people. We're helping them. We're in there because we want you to succeed. And these builders are building across every imaginable niche, because you might be wondering, hey, I'm just kind of curious. Like, is this going to work for this particular product? Guess what? Yes. The answer is, I can tell you right now, the answer is yes. There's probably 0.001% of apps that AI/getting help from us won't let you build. And I promise you, you're most likely not in that group. Okay. So that's the next thing, is the community. And in addition to that, the main tool already gets you across organic and paid marketing. You could start with organic marketing. You could start with paid. We keep it as simple as humanly possible for you, or you could do both. But on top of that, guess what? You can literally, even if you wanted to skip the organic marketing and the paid marketing, you could just list on our marketplace. Give me a 1 if you feel like being listed on a marketplace that's only going to keep getting more and more traffic is more beneficial than not being listed on the marketplace. So what I'm saying is, this is 24/7 eyeballs, 24/7 eyeballs, literally all day, meaning that even without you having to lift a finger, you're up there, you're listed. You can't get customers if you're not being seen. And posting is great and ads are great, but this is free, included. Something that normally costs $200 a month anywhere else, you're getting it included for free. Meaning all you did was use this tool to create 5 software and list all 5 software in the marketplace. Can you see the power of those just sitting up there and collecting eyeballs, right? You only need a few people to sign up at $47 a month for you to be in profit. That's the crazy thing. The marketplace by itself is worth 50 million times the value of the whole package. And that's the next piece of what you're getting. In addition to that, guys, we are active and we are developing, and our team is continuously making this better. But you're probably wondering, well, what happens as things change? Well, guess what? All future updates forever, no added cost. There's already a Facebook ads module inside Maker AI Academy that teaches you all of my secret ninja Facebook ad strategies that have allowed me to put $1 in and get $7 out, something that most courses out there that gurus have never achieved. They're happy to put $1 in and get $2 out, and they're charging you $10,000 for the course. Meanwhile, this is literally the strategy for $1 in, $7 out, and it's in there. It's right there for you to use, and it's quick and easy because I don't like you having to go through 10 hours of information. It's literally like an hour, okay? And it's a simple strategy, and it just works. So not only that, but we're building into the tool. We're going to give you all of the pieces, because I told you there's the course way, and then there's the easy software way, which is what you're going to ultimately be selling to people yourself, right? That's the easier, better thing to sell. That's a company that actually has valuation that you could actually sell eventually, and or build passive income and sell much easier than a course, okay? So with that being said, you're getting the full thing, and that Facebook module is going to be there too. And in addition to that, we've got some bonuses because remember, you're on this special call here, and essentially you have a few things that you can get here. And the first one is this special bonus is the Organic Traffic Masterclass. So in addition to having Jonathan's entire brain in there for you to do it easy through the software, in addition to Maker AI Academy that goes into this in detail, we've also built an exclusive special. This is actually done by one of the top social media influencers out there today. And this one's actually got, it's normally sold for $2,000 by itself, but we've secured it included as a special bonus here. It's the #1 course on organic explosion from experts who have millions in followers, perfect for newbies. The newbie 5-minute strategy gets insane results in minutes a day, and perfect for those wanting to start organically before trying paid ads. And in addition to that, again, you do get my Meta Ads Masterclass included, which is now included in the Maker AI Academy. This is what I used to sell for $2,000, which is low for the entire cost, because there's gurus out there that are selling these outdated Facebook ads courses for like $10,000 and they haven't gotten a fraction of the results that I've gotten. This is my newbie proof system to getting a 7.24x return on paid ads at scale with less than 10 minutes a day of work. It's updated with changes. I'm a true ads. I'm just running ads, guys. I'm a simple guy. I run ads. I get results, 800,000 to 5.8 million. I'm sure all of you would be thrilled to get that over a couple years. That's more than job replacing income. And you could do extremely well just following a simple system and not having to do anything crazy. All right, so all of the value here, easily worth over $13,000. Again, there's people who charge $10,000 to $20,000 just for outdated courses, and this is not a course. This is a software that builds everything for you, plus courses, plus community, plus all of the pieces you need: support, foundation, knowledge. And here's something kind of crazy. Let's say that all you did was build a few apps very easily and quickly in the tool, and then you listed them on the marketplace before you even did any 3 minutes a day of organic posting with Jonathan's brain doing it for you, but also my ads, which you could set up in a few minutes a day for $5 a day. Let's say you didn't even do that, right? Which is super easy to begin with. Let's say you just listed on the marketplace and within a year, you had 18 customers just from the marketplace, right? Which is pretty conservative. I think we can agree. That's $522 monthly recurring revenue. And you could keep doing this, right? You could scale vertically, meaning you're going to scale one software really high, or you could build a bunch of little tools that just collect sales over time, right? You can choose which strategy you want to go with. And in the community, you'll get support and you'll meet people who are doing the first strategy, and you'll meet people who are doing the second strategy. And I have this slide up here. Jonathan doesn't even like this slide, but I like to share it because it seems like a little complicated, but bear with me. I want to show you what the other alternative options out here are. Okay, you can see on the left here, there's cost of hiring a developer. To hire a developer to build you a software is going to cost you anywhere from $15,000 to $50,000 for an MVP. That just means a minimum viable product. And that developer is going to have he's going to take 3 to 6 months to build it. And he's going to have no clue if that thing is going to sell for you or not. And he's not going to care because he just wants to get paid on building the thing. And he's doing it in an outdated way. And you're basically just wasting your time. The next thing is you could do it yourself with Lovable. But again, Lovable is not a supportive community. Lovable doesn't have knowledge on how to get 18 million in sales. Lovable is not going to show you the easiest way to get it done because we have our own methodology on how we know an app is going to sell based on our own results. And that's not included at all. And then, of course, you can go buy some course on like how to build and sell stuff online, right? There's drop shipping courses. There's how to build and sell courses. There's not many on Vibe Coding yet. They're starting to come out. But again, are you interested in going to spend 20 hours going through some course and then trying to use Lovable to piece together a marketing system? Or do you want everything that's already built for you, what includes all of that for you? And that's the difference with Maker AI. So we have a special deal, right? This is not a deal you're going to find on our regular website. It's a special deal with everything that we shared here on this call today, with all the bonuses and all the pieces and everything. This deal is going to expire this Sunday at midnight. And that deal is actually going to be, instead of the normal prices on our website, we're giving you an extra 40% off and adding the bonuses. So you have a chance here to get in for as low as $418 a year. That comes out to literally, I believe, what is that? Like $40 a month, less than $40 a month if you do the yearly. If you get the monthly, it's literally $52 a month. And if you just say, you know what, I've seen things out there for $10,000 to $20,000 that aren't 1/100th as inclusive as what's in here. It doesn't do 1/100th of me. I can't go and just start and build something in an hour and have something to sell and potentially have my first customer by listing on the marketplace or posting on Facebook in 3 minutes with one of the top marketers in the world's brains, right? If you don't have any of that right now and you're thinking, I don't want to go pay $10K to some guru to try to help me with something that's already outdated, especially now that you've been on here and you see where the market is going and how you can capitalize on this opportunity and be in the 1%, right? You could also just get the lifetime for $898. I mean, that's insane, right? Our normal lifetime pricing is $1497 without the bonuses, and you're getting this deal under $900 for life. You can just keep building as many software companies as you want. Do you know how insane that is? So if you guys are ready, you can go ahead and go to getmakerai.com/launch. And you can grab it with the coupon code MAKER40. That coupon is set to expire Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you have some time here, but I would recommend getting in right now, because if you get in right now, you can have us answer questions for you and guide you on the call. If you guys have ever felt anxious and like you don't know what you're doing to actually sell online, if you feel like you're stuck and you don't know how to build a product that's going to sell, if you are not partnering with anyone out there who is already done it and is already making money in their business, and you don't have a mentor and you don't have any of these pieces, this is your opportunity to get in for lower than the cost of literally like, I don't know, 3 dinners out these days, right? So it's insane what the opportunity is here these days, and we are here to help you. We've really put our reputation on the line, our integrity on the line to be there to help you guys. We've built the best system. There's nothing like this out there in the world. So if you're serious about building, you're not going to go out there and just build some course. You're not going to go out there and just build some software with Lovable and then get no sales like the 99% of builders are doing right now. And you're serious about getting traffic and building a software that's actually going to get sales from 2 founders that have mastered not only organic, but paid ads and are going to feature you in their marketplace, then this is the opportunity. I don't know what the next slide is. Let's see what it is real quick. Okay, so here's the thing though. This is founding member pricing. Okay, this pricing is definitely not going to last forever, right? This is a fraction of what the gurus are charging $10,000 for in terms of cost, but it's 100 times better. And you all definitely have seen the power, right? We showed you the system. This is not some hidden behind some paywall nonsense, right? This is it. And you know what the alternative is. So the thing is, the platform is growing. Every week we're shipping new features like the Facebook ads module, the marketplace. As more things get added, the price reflects the expanded value. In addition, early members do get priority. The marketplace access, the first listing positions, early feature access. Being a founding member right now gets you all of the perks. You're getting in literally from the ground floor. No fake timer here. We're actually putting a countdown clock on this, but we will raise the price. So when that happens, it happens. All right. So that's going to be going up soon too. But what if, right? So, and here's some powerful questions here that we usually get. You might be wondering, well, what do I need to know how to code it all? Well, just like what we showed on here, you don't need to know how to code whatsoever. Maker AI gives you the exact prompts. You copy and paste. You follow the steps in order. There's no debugging, no guessing, no coding background required. There's so many people who have already done this. And here's the thing. I see a lot of people have asked, well, what happens if something breaks? You just talk to the tool. You could come into our group and ask in there. Someone's going to help you, right? There's 2,000 people building if you don't know what to say. But guys, it's become easy enough that like if something isn't working, you can say to the tool, hey, this isn't working, fix it. And 99% of the time it's going to fix it. So you don't have to worry about that. This is completely non-coding, non-technical. The days of having to hire a developer for $500,000 to build something for you are gone. You need to look at this like you are literally just talking to an AI tool that's going to do all the coding for you. Can I just use Lovable on my own? Well, absolutely you can, but guess what? It's just going to build in. I told you that 99% of people are stuck in this. I'm building. I see these people every day at events in New York City. Oh, I'm building. I built a tool. Great. Oh, you have any customers? Oh, no, I didn't build a sales page yet. I'm just building. Okay, well, you can keep building, but if you keep building, you're not going to actually build anything that's going to make get any customers. So that's the most important part, and that's exactly what we wanted to create. This was the missing piece, right? So that's so important. What if nobody buys my software? Well, that's why the validation comes first. Without you creating a single thing first, we're going to give you the Maker AI score. I can't speak today. It scores your idea based on the market, right? We have knowledge. We know how to sell stuff. So we put our own information in this. We combined it with top industry standard information to give you a market score on the likelihood of this selling. So that's so powerful. Give me a 1 if you guys could see the value in all 3 of these things and why other solutions don't have this. Just give me a 1 in the chat box, right? Because I want to make sure you guys are understanding. Okay. So I've tried building before and failed. How is this different? I'm sure you have. We all have, right? We've all tried to build things and failed. And honestly, most people fail because they're missing one of 3 things: a validated idea, a reliable build path, or a marketing system. Usually all 3. And Maker hands you all 3 end to end. If you've tried before and got stuck, the system was the problem, not you, because it wasn't complete. Does everyone get the same app ideas? Absolutely not. The AI does fresh research work every single time that you use it for your specific industry, your niche, and your current market data. 2 people in the same niche get different opportunities based on the current search demand. Can I cancel anytime? Absolutely. So you can get monthly and annual and cancel with 1 click, and the lifetime plan, you just pay once and you own it forever. How insane is that? Can you imagine having the system to actually sell any software the right way from two founders that are passionate about helping people actually build real businesses online? Even if you've never built a single thing, never made $1 online, and you don't know how to write a single line of code, you've never marketed before in your life, this is the opportunity to get access to that. So here's what happens when you join today. You can get instant access to everything, get in our community, get the exact software access, right? You can create your account, pick your industry, get your first validated idea. You can do that today/tonight. You can see your complete build prompts and marketing plan within literally minutes, right? You could have an MVP, what's called a minimum viable product, literally within 30 to 60 minutes, maybe sooner. This week, you could start building in Lovable or Cursor using your prompts, right? You can actually do that today. You guys, here's the thing. We're giving you very conservative numbers here, right? Even if this is if you're moving snail's pace, you could literally build this over the next week. Do you know how insane it is to say that building a new software company that's actually positioned and validated in a market that's validated, proven demand, the full system set up with a sales page and processing and all of that in under a week is considered snail's pace these days? Well, even if you go snail's pace, you should have all of that done within a week, which is just insane. Even like 6 months ago, this wasn't even possible. So, and you could do all of this conservatively. If you want to go faster, by all means, go faster. You could literally, if you wanted to, launch multiple new software companies in the same day, right? You know, this is just crazy from so many angles, right? Even if you look at it from the angle of software companies costing $500,000 to be able to get it off the ground and having to raise money, because who's got $500,000 lying around, right? To now, for less than $1,000, you could build as many as you want. Like, just absolutely insane. And not only that, most of those startups that raise money to go do that, they didn't even validate anything from the get-go. So it was dead on arrival. 90% of them fail. So if you're not ready right now, here's what to know. The replay link goes down. It says 24 hours. It actually goes down on Sunday. So you have a little bit more time. 40% discount is for today's session. So that coupon's actually Maker40. So we need to get that updated. But yeah, you'll see that at the getmakerai.com/launch. It has all the correct information there. All right, let's see here. Next slide. So guys, stop watching, start building. And not only that, but get your own first paying customer. Don't just build. Get your own first paying customer. Get the community, the support. We are trying to give you, we're always learning new things too. So anything that we learn, we pass into the system here. We're so passionate about this that you guys are getting everything. And it's getmakerai.com/launch. The coupon code is Maker40. Again, all of this expires, including the bonuses and the nearly 50% off. It's 40% off, expires on Sunday. So again, this is, if you've really been in the sidelines and you've been wondering how you're going to jump into the online market to make sales, or you're in the type of person that maybe already runs a business, but you know that adding a software component can take it to the whole new level, or you are looking to build software for clients and you see an opportunity to go out there and build software for clients and charge $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, because you know what's crazy, even in the medical field, I know we did a medical tool today, you know that out there, these medical companies are getting charged like $500,000 to $1 million for software. So imagine you come in and say, I'll build you one for $30,000, right? How long does it take you? With Maker AI, not much. You can even offer the marketing help. So there's so much opportunity out there. Again, whether you're just looking to get started and you've been looking for the best opportunity to jump in and build a real product that can get that is built from the get-go with the right system, validated through the right system to say, yes, this product is going to get customers. That's the most important piece. And you have the marketing system. Even if you just listed it on the marketplace for free, you're going to be able to get visibility to it, okay? The second thing is if you already have some sort of business and you're looking to add that software component, I made that step many years ago the hard way. I had an existing business and I added software to it, which took it to a whole new level if you want that recurring income, that passive income. And then the last step is even if you bought this for $898 and you in 1 year only built a software for one person, you're in profit, right? And you're doing this for other people. So you can't lose no matter how you spend this. And guys, this is going to expire Sunday. So go to getmakerai.com/launch and that is going to be it. So I think at this point, we're going to start taking some of the questions here. I see Jonathan has been answering a lot of these questions in the chat here. Just for the sake of everyone hearing it, I'll scroll up a bit. If I miss you, feel free to list your your questions in the chat, but for now I'm going to field some of these myself. So DC Becker says, will the monthly price increase? So if you get in now for this package, it's going to be grandfathered in for life. That's what makes this deal so special. I asked about localization. Sure, there are enough ideas for global reach. So Jacob, like you can definitely use the tool to figure out on the local scale as well. But on top of that, we can always add new features. That's the beauty of knowing the founders, right? We're in it. And we're looking to make this tool even better. So you're part of this. Like we can always add new stuff for you guys. I know Jonathan recently added. We had people asking about changing the language, so we added language capability too. So like that was done very quickly. So we can help. Like we're here to support you guys and make sure you guys have everything you need to succeed. So replay will be available given that tech cooperates, but just make sure you guys are paying full attention now. Someone says, is this doable in Australia? Absolutely. Let's see here. Replay on the way. Where do we get the link? So the link is right here in the chat and listed on the screen. Can I post these into visual code? So the prompts are made for tools like Lovable, Replit, Manus, Base 44. We recommend Lovable. It's the easiest one by far, but they all work. So if you have something else, I don't know if what you're using when you say visual code, you could try it, but most of the tools should work. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Can I build my software locally? You could definitely try that if you want to. Let's see. That's the other beauty, right, guys? We can be in a community together talking about all of this. Do we actually own the app? So no, you own the app. It's fully your code, and inside there, we actually teach you because you build in Lovable, but then that code is yours. We actually show you how to back it up somewhere into something called GitHub, where that code now is safe, and you can take it to other places too. So we cover pretty much everything, guys. Can this make a CRM business? Absolutely. I know so many people that are building CRMs right now for different industries. Let's see here. Is this doable in other countries like Canada? Absolutely. You could build in any country as long as there's a market, especially and you can do this in other languages, right? We added the language capability too, but especially English speaking markets. Absolutely. You can do this. Let's see here. Even if the back end is not fully built, you recommend still market the app? It depends. I don't know if I fully understand that question, but essentially, don't market anything that's not true, right? You can always, if you have new features, what we do is we always say, hey, we have this cool feature coming in 2 weeks, right? So it's totally up to you. Let's see here. What if my app idea is very complex and includes subscription tiers? And what if I need ideas for subscription tiers? Yeah, we cover selling. We cover everything. There's a community. There's a course. You can ask questions. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know a thing or two about subscription tiers. I've got so many different packages of my webinar kit software. We've got automated. We've got live webinars. We've got a bundle. We've got white label. So we know all about subscription tiers, and we can definitely help you.
Hey, Stefan, real quick. I totally forgot to show the actual software. So let me do that real quick. Someone was asking. Can we actually show
the software?
Yeah. So there it is, guys. Check it out. That's the software we created in the demo. We got all the pricing in there, just exactly how we copied and pasted it. So I just wanted to show that real quick because someone was asking about it. So yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Jonathan, do you want to pull that up real quick again? I actually want to say a couple things on it.
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead. Here we go.
I just want to show you guys this. I just want to show you guys how quick this could be. Using our prompts. You think that Lovable alone could have done this? You guys have been building in Lovable, and some of you. Look at this. This is a sales optimized sales page for a software. And I believe it should already have some basic functionality, right, Jonathan? Let's show people what it can actually do. Click see how it works.
So I did remember I just did that first step.
Got it. Can you click see how it works?
Yeah, but we didn't add anything there.
I just want to show people though, so guys, just to show you in one prompt, we did all of this. Do you see this? Do you look how amazing this looks? Do you know how long this would have taken a manual? And this is the sales page. Can you see how this is built to sell? Like this is something you guys could have this done today and listed on the marketplace today. That's the crazy thing, right? Like that looks amazing. That looks better than some of my old sales pages. And Jonathan, you probably agree, right? Like this thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was, like I said, it was simply a copy and paste that we did in the demo, right? It was
guys, Jonathan literally copied and pasted, and he got that done.
Yeah, so and now just copy and pasted that.
Yeah, and guys, you just literally have to do this 10 times to have the full software. Okay. And then you literally list it on the marketplace and now you have eyeballs on your software. That's how easy this is. There's nothing easier out there. You don't have to go listen to some 10-hour course. You don't have to pay some guru 10K. You don't have to try to learn how to sell courses like it's 2015. You don't have to go pay a developer $500,000. You literally do this. And I think, give me a 1 in the chat if you guys think you could copy and paste your way to a software based on what we're showing today. I just want to know, give me a 1, because if you guys can't see that, then we failed you today, because that's so important. And then I see here, I do CRMs already, so I could build in High Level and license out. You could definitely combine this with tools like High Level and do something unique there. Absolutely. A lot of people are building supplemental software like bonuses and then combining them, right? You can even use this to build software bonus stacks, right? So like what that means is, let's say you already are selling something, you can now say, hey, and I have this amazing software. I do that sometimes. I'll go and build something in Lovable and just using the foundations of what's in Maker and literally say, hey, I give this away as a bonus. So you can use it in so many different ways. Let's see here. Can you use your country's local input of competitors to develop for your country? You should be able to do that. And, if that's not there, again, we're always happy to try to add stuff to the tool. Let's see. Do you have to buy a domain? Yes. Like any business online, you're going to have to buy a domain. It's about what, $10 for a domain a year, something like that. So that's regardless of what business you start. Whether you're going to sell a course, yes, you have to buy a domain. Let's see. Awesome. All right. Well, guys, I'm just going to drop the link in again. I see a bunch of people have already joined us. We're so excited to have you guys in. It's just getmakerai.com/launch, and the coupon is Maker40. We're so excited to have you guys in. And again, like if you are someone who is sick and tired of not selling online, not getting results, not making money, and you are sick and tired of feeling like you're constantly behind, and sick and tired of maybe always trying to build a product, but then getting nervous or feeling self-doubt or anxiety and not knowing if you have the validation on that product actually selling, and you kind of get nervous and you just spin your wheels. If you've been in any of those positions, this is your opportunity to get out of it once and for all, to get the tool that's going to let you build a software that saves you $500,000 on developer fees, to work with the 2 founders that have done almost 20 million in sales on their software, to work with a guy who's put 800,000 into ads and gotten nearly 6 million out, to work with a guy who's generated hundreds of thousands, if not millions of, actually, Jonathan, you've generated what, hundreds of millions of free views at this point online? How many have you gotten? It's got to be hundreds.
Oh man, I have to do the math, man. But yeah, over 150 million for sure.
150 million free views. Do you know how many people would pay to work with someone like that? And you guys get to get access to Jonathan in the community. I'm in the community. We're still building our main businesses, guys, but we did this as a movement because we saw 6 months ago where things were going. And we're like, we have to be the ones to dominate this movement. That's why nothing like this exists out there. We are putting our integrity on the line to help you guys build something amazing. We want to see you in there saying, oh my God, I built this software. Hey, I built 3 software. Hey, I built 5. Hey, I listed it on the marketplace. Hey, I got 3 customers. Hey, I posted on social media and using these prompts. Hey, I put up a $5 ad and already got a trial, right? We want to give you guys the simple starting points. And again, if you are that entrepreneur self-starter, this is definitely for you. If you are someone who's already selling stuff, but adding a software component is going to let you take it to the next level, this is for you. If you're someone who sees an opportunity to just build software for way cheaper and you want a framework to make it something that actually sells, this is for you. And if you want to actually get all of that, plus the courses, plus the community, plus the help from Jonathan and me specifically, that's actually trained on 18 million in sales, not generic schlock output from ChatGPT, then this is for you. So with that being said, I still see some questions coming in. Where is the community? So guys, we're hosted on something called School, and that's something that you could join as well. So that's something where like the people who are serious in building, when you go in there, you get upgraded to the premium tier when you grab Maker AI, and that's where the good stuff is. That's where all the courses are, and that's where we put a little bit more of our own time to answer questions and that kind of thing. So yeah, and someone's asking about the marketplace. So Jonathan, do you want to just pull that up again to show people the marketplace?
Yeah, real quick, I do want to answer this from Casey. Can you put the pricing page up? So actually, let me just show you what it looks like. That way you can see it. So once you go to getmakerai.com/launch, it'll take you to this page, which is also our replay page. But if you click on right here, claim your deal, you're going to want to copy the Maker40 coupon code, and then you click on your deal here. Again, I recommend just going for the lifetime here. And then when you do that, you'll just go down and then do the, there we go. You got the code in there, and then it takes off the 40% off. Okay. So yeah, I just want to show you kind of how that looked like. That's, and then if you want to look at everything that you get, again, that will be on this page. If you go to getmakerai.com/launch, it'll tell you all the things that you are getting. Now the question about the marketplace, crazy thing, guys, this is actually, we had just launched it like yesterday. So check this out. It looks like this. So this is the marketplace right here. When you launch your app here, basically it'll create these traffic blogs for you. So this will get traffic to your software. So it'll automatically create 3 for free. I know Stefan has been building. This is our blog for our Maker AI. You can see hundreds and hundreds. So you can do that. Our marketplace will do that. It'll create that for you. You can see Press Pitch AI. You can see all the blogs that this has been created. Webinar Kit. So people are adding their their listings right here, and it's just been amazing to see. Look, I haven't even seen this one yet. This is a new one. Homestead Planner, and you'll know it's a Maker AI one because they'll say built with Maker AI. You'll get a premium listing here. So yeah, these are all apps created in Maker AI. It'll say, and these are all, and we just launched this. So guys, this is literally, we're going to have hundreds and hundreds, close to thousands in the next few weeks, just because we just launched the marketplace. So you guys are the first to see that live. So this is kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, so that's how that works. And anyways, is there anything else we had? Let me see. Let me go back to the questions here, guys. Okay, so again, go to getmakerai.com/launch. Make sure to use that coupon code for the 40% off. And okay, I'm seeing lots of questions here. Anything? Let me see. So will the customers access the software after the build? What do you mean by that? So yeah, so once you build the software and you sell it, yeah, of course they'll get access to everything. Just like if you were to, buy Maker AI and you get instant access to it. So that's exactly how it would work.
Yeah. So just to jump in, guys, can you see real quick, just Jonathan obviously showed you guys the marketplace. Can you see how all you did was create a new software a month, which will take you like an hour, and then you listed it on the marketplace, how in a year from now, your life could be completely different, having 12 software out there that are just getting free exposure on the marketplace? Just give me a 1 if all you did was, which is a small portion of what this is. If all you did was that, can you see how things could be totally different for you? Give me a 1 in the chat if that's something that you guys understand. And in the meantime, let's see here. A lot of people saying they got in, purchase lifetime. Let's see. How will customers access the software after the build? So that's a great question. All of that is handled through the build prompts. So like we actually have everything in the build prompts that helps you get it so that they get emailed out. And we use so just for those who care, right? You don't even have to know this, but like in the build, it sets you up with this software called Resend, which gives you 3,000 email sends a month for free. So it'll handle that for you, and it'll basically help it so that it sends an email with login details. So you don't even have to worry about that. All of that is included in the build prompts. That's the beauty of this. You don't have to think about this stuff. We made it so in 10 prompts, you get the full software, including the ability for people to buy it and get access to it. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see, where is the customer data being stored? So in addition to that, in our training in the Maker AI Academy, we teach you how to build what's called an admin center. You could do this in a few prompts. I don't remember if our basic prompt system includes the admin system.
Ours does. Ours does, yeah. I added that recently.
Awesome. So guys, that's actually included in the build prompts now too. So that's actually, you don't even have to think about it. Just do your 10 copy and pastes, and that's included in there too. And we also cover it in detail in our course. And again, we're in the community. So let's see. Someone's asking, is this a website or an app? And do you help with getting apps approved? So guys, I want to be clear. This is for web apps. So when you think of web apps, think of high-level ClickFunnels, medical software, landscaping software, anything that's like that. There is a slow and growing market for the Android and iOS apps. And when that becomes a thing, whether it's Lovable who's leading that up or another software, we will absolutely be on top of it as the #1 AI and vibe coding community on the net. We will be on top of it. We will share more information about that. But right now, the big opportunity is definitely in the web-based apps. So you think of big software out there and stuff like that. So as far as getting stuff approved on apps, I mean, that's a whole nother ballgame. That's a little different from what we're doing here. But again, when that does come out, even just being in our school community, you'll be able to learn from us and other people on that, and we pioneer it together.
I do want to. Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to answer this one real quick. This is a great question. So it looks like so you already purchased Lifetime. Congrats, man. So he built in Lovable. Can I import into Maker AI to take advantage of premium? So that's a great question. So if you've built your app and you don't have Maker AI, you can list your app or your software on the marketplace. You just won't get the premium listing. But if you, and I'll show my screen here, if you are in Maker AI, and then right here, we go marketplace, you can go where it says add my software. And then as long as you have a Maker AI account, you'll get that premium listing. So yeah, so that's how it'll work, Carl. So if you literally just copy your page in there, and then the AI will do everything for you. So that's how that works. Cool. All right.
Awesome. You want to take the next one, Jonathan? There's a couple more here.
Yeah, I'm just looking here. Let's see. I'm just looking at the questions, guys. I know there's a lot coming in. Okay. Where is the marketplace and okay. I think I just showed that. Yeah. So I just showed that. Where's the community? So I'll show you what the community looks like just so you guys can take a look at it. It's definitely growing at a rapid rate. And we just started this not that long ago. So let me show you real quick what that looks like. So this is the community right here. It's called AI Software Builders on School. We're about to hit 2,000 members. People are building literally every single day. So it's been amazing to see it. Like once you're in the community, you're going to be absolutely blown away because people are doing some really cool things here. And then as you can see in the marketplace itself, people are putting like a bunch of different types of stuff like Schema, Craft, AI Generator, Video Agent SaaS, Quick Script AI, Signal Audit. It's a trading software. Homestead Planner. Like I'd never even thought of that, but there we go. We got a Homestead Planner. You know, that's crazy what people are doing. So not only do we have the community for you guys, we also have the marketplace. So we're really building an all-in-one system for you guys to have with Maker AI. It's not just a tool. It's not just a course. Like you have the entire thing there for your support. So like Stefan said, we're really going all in with this and helping you with all the resources possible. So awesome. Again, guys, there's the link right there, getmakerai.com/launch. If there's any questions that I haven't answered, please let us know right here on the call. We still have a couple hundred on live. So, if you're here and you're just like, you're on the fence, you're thinking, well, I want to do this, but you're not sure. You want to ask the question. This is your time. This is your time to ask the question. We are on live. Okay. You don't get me and Stefan on live very soon, very often, even, we're all so busy and, it's just, we're here. We want to help you, want to guide you through it. So if there's anything that we didn't answer, let us know down below. Again, you're going to go to getmakerai.com/launch. That page, when you go to that page, the 40% coupon will be there. You can simply just copy that and you'll be good to go.
Hey, so Jonathan, just want to chime in here real quick. So I'm actually curious, for those of you who are on the call who are under 10K a month right now in revenue, I'm kind of curious, what's the biggest thing? Because obviously a lot of you have gone in. For those of you who haven't pulled the trigger yet, just so I understand, what would you say the #1 reason you guys haven't pulled the trigger yet is? I would just really like to know, so it makes us even better at understanding how we can help everyone. And if we didn't cover something here today, that would be important. So just let me know in the chat. And regardless of whether you join Maker AI, I would like to provide value for you. So let me know, what would you say the biggest reason you haven't joined is yet? Let's see. So what will we get with a Lifetime So guys, we don't do refunds on this because the value is just insane. Literally being completely honest, like it would be very hard for you to fail at this system, right? This is not some course. So you can cancel anytime. Like honestly, if you're not sure and you're on the fence, some of you have jumped in, I see, for the lifetime already, and some of you have jumped in for the annual. So for those people who got in for those, clearly you're dead. You realize that you could do a lot better than $400 a year or $898 lifetime with this. Like, so a lot of you have embraced it. You're going all in, but I also see that many of you have already gotten in for the monthly, right? And I couldn't think of, can you believe getting in for the best marketing / software system and bypassing courses and bypassing paying $500,000 to hire a developer and being able to get in for just $52 and get access to the whole system? There's nothing like that out on the internet. So guys, and I'll be honest, if you don't have $52 to get started in your business, it might be time to evaluate maybe stabilize income a little bit, because you're not going to find an opportunity like this for $52 anywhere else. I see someone asking, can you use your country's local input of competitors to develop for your... So listen, you could do so many things with AI. You could do competitor analysis, and we cover all of that in the community. So whatever you guys are thinking, again, don't be stuck in that anxiety loop. It's all included in here. Everything is included in here. You don't need to live in the anxiety of those questions. Those questions are just blocking you from making sales. So all of that is included inside of our community. What else do I need to pay for with this program? So guys, you don't need to pay for anything else. This is the full system. On the back end, yeah, we do occasionally offer some stuff like done-for-you software builds because some people want that, but you don't need anything else to get started with this today. This is the whole shebang. For $52, you guys could change your life. It sounds so cheesy, but it's true. If you don't have $52 to invest in a business, you're probably not, it's probably not the right fit for you, if I'm being completely honest. But you can get started. Like a lot of you are already seeing that the $400 or so for the annual is an insane deal because, again, you have a year. You could do that on one project in a month or more, so like you could build so many different things. Imagine you get one person to pay you 10K or 20K for building it for them, right? Just in learning this skill set, this knowledge of where everything is going online. Again, like it'd be hard to lose on the annual. It's especially hard to lose on the lifetime because you never pay a fee again. But those of you who aren't ready yet and you're like, well, I don't know, what if I need a refund? Start with a $52 plan, right? I promise you, some of you have ordered lunch that's cost more than $52 recently for lunch. What about a whole marketing software that literally helps you build unlimited software and changes your life, where you used to have to pay $500,000 to a developer who's literally going to lose you money, right? So you could get started if that's the case. So someone said traffic is a concern. Guys, I couldn't think of anything better on the internet right now than what we're giving you with traffic. We're giving you the trifecta. You get the marketplace listing, which normally costs $200. Like, go look up marketplaces online. Any halfway decent one charges like $200 a month for access. You get that included free, okay, for the starting price of $52 for the first month, and every month after that locked in for life. Including everything else you get, including access to us, right? You get the organic, you get Jonathan's Mind, which has generated probably close to 1 billion views online. All of his knowledge is in there, and he's been in there building and giving everything selflessly. And then you also get my knowledge on ads, right? 800,000 spent, almost 6 million. This is like just insane. Someone says, I've tried so many things, so I'm on the fence. I mean, guys, like, we don't even need to give a guarantee. Our guarantee is that $52 is the best deal on the internet to get started. Like, if you failed with everything else and you can't succeed with this for $52, then something else is definitely wrong. Are there any other programs or expenses? No, there is not. This is the complete system. We do have a few other things for sale that you might see when you get in on the back end, right? Some people want us to build software for them. Some people want one-on-one help, right? A more deep level. But this is everything you need. We're in the community, answering questions. You should see how responsive Jonathan is in the community. This guy's answering everything to everyone, right? I'm the one who maybe takes a little bit more time to respond to stuff, but we're both in there. Let's see here. What if I don't have the funds to pay for the lifetime? Get this $52 monthly. Do you have $52? I mean, that's like the cost of food for one day these days, right? Let's see. Someone said, can you please do a demo? Well, we did a deep dive demo on here, and if you want to see the full demo again, we'll definitely cover it on the replay. Let's see. All right. Someone says, I'm going. Welcome aboard. Can you switch from monthly to yearly in the future? My friend, we have all three prices. We have We have monthly, yearly, and lifetime. We covered everything, guys. You can get in for whatever level you want. If you want the better deal, get the yearly. If you want the best deal, get the lifetime. But to start, you can get the monthly. Guys, $52. I mean, come on. Can you please do a quick demo? Okay, sorry, I did that one already. How about the domain, email? Great questions. So to start, the domain is about $10, and if you want email, you could use free services like Mailchimp. They're free. Beehive is free up to like 1,000. We cover this, by the way, in our courses in the community and in our build prompts. We help you with all of this stuff. Let's see here. Does the web app run from your server, or do we host through a new website? So all of that's included in Lovable. Lovable hosts everything for you. But if you want to take the code off of Lovable to try to do some self-hosting, that's a complicated step that is not going to be necessary for 99% of the people on here. I don't even do that. All my software that I built are still on Lovable. But if you are someone, I helped someone with this last week on our coaching call. But essentially, like you get, basically you can take the code off of Lovable, put it into something called GitHub. It's like a one-step thing, and then you can move that to other services if you want. We cover how to do all of that, but don't stress yourself out. 99% of people don't need help with that. In the past, I've been stuck in the information overload situation before, and I have also been in the analysis paralysis trap before. Well, that's 99% of people, and that's why we built Maker AI, because for literally starting price for $52, you can get in there and literally just build something fast. Again, we're taking the anxiety out of it, right? Let me tell you the 5 to 10 ways we're taking the anxiety out of it. Number one, the market validator. You're not wondering if this thing's going to sell. We're giving you what we believe is going to sell, combined with our knowledge, but also thanks to our prompting and understanding of AI, we combine that with industry standard knowledge on what is likely going to sell. So you're not starting from scratch and you're not worrying, is this app actually going to sell? We're showing you why all the things, like no one can guarantee anything 100%, but what we can do is point you in the direction of a software that's based on things where there's a real problem or something where there's already a lot of competitors that are making money. Competitors are actually a good thing. It means the market is big and you can get your piece. So we cover all of that in the first step. You don't have to worry about that. On top of that, if you are feeling that anxiety, post in the market. It's a massive, supportive, helpful, friendly community where literally through that period, you're able to go in there and let's say me and Jonathan help you. Let's say another peer helps. Let's say you make friends. Me and Jonathan became friends through community, and it's allowed us to take our lives out to a whole new level. And community has helped us take our businesses to a whole new level. So this community, again, that one piece should remove all of your anxiety even by itself, because that piece is so powerful to give you the community, the strength in numbers, right? So not only do you get the idea validator, the access to me and Jonathan, the community, but you get our courses, our videos. So every piece is covered, right? No matter how you process getting over anxiety on what to build, because everyone's different, right? All those pieces are there. Anna says, just subscribe for monthly. Do I not get the bonus? Yeah, you do. Of course, you get the bonuses, Anna. So the bonuses are included. You're going to get those courses that we listed on that full stack slide there, and we'll pull that up in just a minute again. But welcome, Anna. Maddie says, does it help with generating traffic? Well, we give you traffic from the marketplace, so yes. But then in addition, we need to, in addition to help with generating traffic, we also give you the ability to post on your social media and give you the paid ad strategy. So we have all three different types of solutions when it comes to that. Also, I think I saw some people were struggling with a link. Do we want to just kind of do a quick demo again, Jonathan, to make sure everyone is sure that they're doing the right thing to get in?
Yeah, demo for the coupon code.
Yeah, maybe we just want to pull up like the launch, because I saw there's some confusion potentially. So I want to make sure we're just showing people where to go and what to do.
Yeah, I saw a few people ask. There was some German thing, so I'm not sure why that showed up, but
interesting.
Okay. Yeah, so let me just.
It's great for see, guys, you could even build in German.
Yeah. So, okay. So if you go again to getmakerai.com/launch, it'll take you to this page, which is also our replay page. You're going to scroll down. You're going to copy this little code here, Maker40. You're going to click on claim your deal. Okay. You could click, choose your, which plan. I would recommend lifetime here. And then right here. Oh yeah, it is German. I don't know why that's happening, but you could go ahead and add right here. This is your coupon code. So Yeah, this will be right here. For whatever reason, it's in German at the moment, but there we go. And that will take off the 40%.
Yeah, so guys, like just it's in German. Don't worry about the German. Just paste in, and you'll be fine. That's weird. Just a random glitch. But you can literally just paste it in and get in right now. Again, and Jonathan, just show them how it works to select the monthly. Again, for the people who are worried about cost, right? For those of you who have gotten in for the yearly or lifetime, clearly you can't lose on that. But the monthly, right? You click that, right? You go down, you input the coupon, right? And it lowers it to $52 a month. $52 a month.
Weird issue here. If you click the lifetime, that's when it changes to German. Oh, now it's back to English. I think our team fixed it. Yay to our team. Awesome. You guys are the best. So
awesome.
now
all right, let's see. All right, let's see. A lot of people asking for the demo. So we did do a full demo.
That'll be on the replay. You guys can definitely watch the replay for that.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Replay of this video available. We're going to be sending that out. Make sure you guys check your email. Maker AI gets right around a lot of these objections immediately. Absolutely. Let's see. Not in English. We just fixed that, guys.
I do see this question. Someone's asking, do we get the bonuses? Yeah, you get the bonuses no matter what you choose. So
yeah. So Jonathan, if you don't mind, let's run through just to like starting from the beginning of the offer stack again. I just want to make sure people fully understand what they get. I'll run through that real quick.
Sure. Yeah. Let me know where you want it at here.
Keep going to the very beginning of it.
Right there, right?
Yeah. So guys, I'm just going to run through this one more time so we're all on the same page of everything that's included today. So the first thing that you're getting is the Maker AI platform. So you're getting the full platform. This is going to include the AI idea generation. Remember, the first thing we talked about is how courses are dead. If you're trying to sell courses, this is totally outdated, right? You want to be selling a software that's going to literally not only build recurring income, it's easier to sell, it leads to recurring payments, and you can actually resell the software, right? You're not just selling some course that has no resale value and no one wants to go through it and go through 10 hours of content. So that's the first thing we covered. And if you took away nothing else from this presentation on what you should be doing in 2026, take away that. The second thing is that you're going to get that includes the AI idea generation, right? So if you have anxiety over what to build, remember, this puts you immediately in the top 1% of people that are building apps that are based on how to actually get sales. The second thing is the deep market validation, right? So it's going to literally, if you're not sure what to build, it'll show you apps that have a chance of the best possible sales. You're also getting the build prompts, meaning all those questions like how do I actually build it? How do I deliver it? How do I set up the payment processing? You give you 10 copy and paste prompts. You paste those into one of the build tools and you have a software. Jonathan did a demo of that earlier. It's super easy. You also get the complete marketing system. Me and Jonathan have done 18 million in sales online, and we're giving you the full marketing system, all of our information dumped into the AI brain here. So it's like having us in your team. I think you can agree, having us in your team helping you do the marketing is going to give you a much higher success rate versus, and the next best thing is having the AI version of our marketing knowledge, which is all included. And the problem with these tools like Lovable is they don't give you any of the marketing on how to get customers. So all of that's included as well. The before and after the building, right? Building something based on an idea, but also the marketing. So that's super, super important. The next thing that you're getting is going to be the Maker AI Academy. Remember, not only are we giving you the software that does everything really fast, but we're still giving you the videos because some people want to go through and understand the whole thing and see the power of it. And this is the videos that accompany it. If you want to watch a video, we have short tutorial videos that you can watch on different subjects that just really break down everything and make it super easy. This is not some 15-hour course, right? We built it to be simple. It's like I believe all the different ones are like around an hour max. It's like we don't like to make you guys get stuck watching 10 hours of content. So first of all, you don't even need to watch any of these videos, but they're there for you, and they're the full system for those of you who want to really digest it in maybe like an hour or two. The third thing is the private community. Remember, anxiety dies with strength in numbers. So you're getting this piece as well. This piece is the full community with over 2,000 builders. You can get questions answered, share your wins, get feedback on your app, find accountability partners, direct access to Jonathan and myself. And there's over 2,000 people in there already. The next one is the marketplace. If you did nothing else but literally drive traffic to your app with the marketplace, guys, you're saving $200 a month, because these marketplaces charge like $200 a month. So this alone is just the easiest thing, right? You press a button and all of a sudden you have public traffic. We're actually driving traffic to your app. We're building blog posts for you. We're doing everything. And it doesn't get easier than this, right? It's like your marketing, your visibility is built in. Not only do we give you the strategies to go do it yourself, but we give you visibility on every single app that you build. The next thing that you get is all future updates, right? AI is evolving fast. I saw someone else asking about building like mobile apps, right? Well, that's something we'll probably have and talk about in our community at some point. So no matter what's changing, guys, you're going to have a much harder time going at this alone than you are being part of a community. You know what's funny? We have a buddy. He sells an AI marketing community. And that AI marketing community is literally more of a cost than what we're selling here for the monthly price of 52. But you get that whole community plus the software, plus the system. It's just insane what you get for the price here. But you literally get all updates moving forward. And one of the big things we're adding to the software moving forward is the Facebook ads module. So we cover the Facebook ads in depth as well in a bonus that you're getting as part of this deal. But we're also building it right into the tool, the same way all the organic post stuff is in there. The next thing is the organic traffic masterclass. This is going to give you those strategies. This is something that has been sold for $2,000 by and of itself. Okay, so that's included as well. And then the second bonus is the Meta Ads masterclass. This is the one that I put $1 in and get 7.24x return on every dollar I put in. No true, like this is literally like real stuff, guys. So this is going to show you how easy it is to start with minutes a day to put up a few simple ads. You can start with $5 a day and scale. I've spent $800,000 and returned $5.8 million. You don't have to start with I didn't start with that, right? That took time to build up to, but you could start with $5 to $10 a day on paid ads. And you don't even have to do paid ads. You could do organic and paid. So all of that's included. So yeah, with that said, let's go to the next slide here and I'll show you. Guys, this is everything you get for the low starting price of, if you get the monthly, $52, right? So I see someone asking, does the monthly subscription have access to the marketplace? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And so these are the prices, guys. So you can choose which one you want. The annual is the most popular, but we've had a lot of people come in for all three of these today. We've had people come in for the monthly, we've had people come in for the yearly, and we've had people come in for the annual. All of this is included together at getmakerai.com/launch. And you've used that coupon MAKER40 to take the 40% off. This is expiring on Sunday, guys, so you don't want to miss out on this. Very, very powerful. And yeah, you could get started for the monthly price. So I'm curious, what other thoughts has anyone had that's stopping them from getting in today? Because I want, not only do I want you guys to get in and obviously feel like you're getting amazing value from this call. So like in general, what's kind of holding you up, right? Because I hate to say it, right? $52 is not that much money to get started. Oh, we saw someone just came in for the lifetime. So if you came, the people who are coming in for the lifetime see the value, right? You can't lose on this. Like you just can't lose. So great deal on the lifetime. That price is going to be expiring Sunday. Guys, just insane. So for those of you who got on, it's definitely been it's going to be super powerful for you guys, and we're really excited to have you guys coming on. So that said, guys, please let me know any last minute thoughts that we didn't answer. We just went through the full pitch again, so we shared with you guys what's included in this. You get everything. So just to clarify, whether you come in for monthly, yearly, or lifetime, it's the same package, right? So again, like there's not really much risk here. If you can't afford to lose $52 on the most integrous offering on the internet right now when it comes to like a system to make sales and make results, then again, it might not be a right fit to get into business right now in general. You might want to stabilize your income somehow before you pay the $52. But regardless, guys, this is literally super, super powerful. So I think the chat's kind of dying down. Jonathan,
yeah, no. I mean, we still have quite a few people on here, so I just want to show a few things here. Actually, I just saw a bunch of people just join the last 3-4 minutes. So first of all, I want to show you guys another quick demo. But I want to say congratulations to those who just joined. So I got Tina. She went with a lifetime. We got Michael lifetime. We got Cynthia lifetime. Awesome. We got Stevenson. Anna. Let's see, we got Randy, Satif, Chelsea, Cecilia. Awesome, guys. Well, congratulations on joining us in the lifetimes. Absolutely insane. Real quick, okay, so I do want to show you something kind of cool. Just, for those who are like, well, I don't know. I still don't know what I would create. I just want to show you guys this. I probably should have shown this in the demo, but I want to show you what my dad did. He's a landscaper. He has a local landscaping company. And he was like, oh, I want to build an app. I'm like, well, what do you want to build? He's like, well, I do landscaping. Let me help landscapers get leads. So check this out, Stefan. He built this landscaping called Leadscape. And as you can see, look, it helps other landscapers get leads. Yeah, I mean, he wanted to go premium on this, $349 a month. So this is a cool one that he did. I want to show you another one. My brother, he's like a chef. He does a bunch of stuff with like cooking and stuff like that. And he was like, well, I want to do something. His name's Brad. I want to do something called Cooking with Brad. So he was like, basically his concept is, if you have random things in the kitchen, this will give you basically a recipe for whatever you have. You could have tuna and mustard and eggs, and it'll give you a recipe. So this is what he created. That's my brother. And then I'll show you one more here. This is my daughter. She's 6 years old, and I let her talk to the AI. And I was like, hey, you know what? Just what do you want to build? She's like, I want to build a storybook that, it creates stories for the kids. So she built that, guys. So it's not only me, it's not Stefan and the people in our group. My dad, he's 65 years old. He's building apps. My daughter's 6 years old. Guys, like the opportunity is absolutely insane. Like I can't stress enough how insane this is, and these are just some of the apps. I'll show you one more, guys. And then this is a Bible study interactive guide that I just built on Lovable, as you can see, with our Maker AI framework. But this shows it's basically a whole it helps people with their mindset. And like, as you can see, guys, I'm building, I'm getting my daughter to build, and my dad and my brother. As you can see, these are all done all in one system here. So anyways, I just wanted to show that because I think it's kind of cool. Not only am I doing that, but a lot of my family members, they're like, what are you doing, Jonathan? I'm like, well, I'm building apps using AI. They're like, how do you do it? I'm like, using Maker AI. And then they go and build it. So it's been fun, guys. But, and I know Stefan's building a bunch of stuff, and, it's been a blast. But again, guys, I do want to just let you know, if you go to getmakerai.com/launch, that 40% coupon will go away 100% at midnight Sunday. That will be gone. We actually had a similar offer a few weeks ago. And someone messaged me that Monday. They're like, hey, what happened? How come the coupon code's not working? I'm like, you missed it, and we, we're true to our word. It's not fake FOMO. So this will go away. I promise you try to come back Monday and you put that coupon code, it's not going to work. So this is a deal just for those who signed up and who are on here live, and if you happen to be watching the replay. So
yeah, I can't believe it. You have a 6-year-old and a 65-year-old doing this, guys. You can do this. This is if that doesn't show you that this is your sign, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
6-year-olds building at a $52 starting point.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think a lot of people will miss the opportunity. Not you guys that are here. I think you guys you see the future, but there will be, you see 5 years from now, and you'll be like, oh my, like, so many people are gonna be like, dang it, I missed that. I missed that boat, So this is a massive opportunity, guys. We've been in the space long enough to know, when something's extremely hot, So this is something that you should take advantage of, because it's just insane what you can do with AI right now. And we're giving you the framework for it. So this is it. This is all we got.
Yeah. So, all right. You guys have any other questions in the chat? Let us know. We'd love to answer them. just off the top of my head and what people have been asking in the past. So, a lot of you might be wondering, like, still, what can you build? Well, you saw Jonathan pull up that you could build all sorts of different apps. You can build in any niche. The marketing is all done for you. Even if all you did was list on the marketplace, which is, Jonathan showed, it's a one-click listing. So on the marketplace, you'll be listed in one click. That's included with every plan, the monthly, yearly, lifetime. And then if you want to do organic marketing, the whole thing is there. And then if you're doing the paid marketing, it's there for you too. So you get everything. There's really no stone left unturned, because, like, I could tell you what helped me get to 8 million in sales. And I imagine Jonathan probably feels the same. He went more the organic route. I went more the paid ads route. But really, there's a few common denominators. Is one, you need to have an amazing offer. And like we covered, software is the best thing that you could be selling right now. Again, whether it's the first product you sell online or you're bolting it on to other stuff you're selling, you got to be selling some sort of software. The perceived value of software is like 10 times higher than the perceived value of courses. So that's number one. Number two, you need the right product, but also the right way the product is built. So it's positioned in a way that the product itself is great, but the marketing is also great. Those are the fundamental steps. From there, you just need eyeballs. And we give you 3 ways to get eyeballs with Maker AI. The first is the marketplace, which is low-hanging fruit. You could literally press a button and start getting traffic to your app. You just list it on the marketplace. The second thing you get is the organic traffic. So, hey, Jonathan, I think nothing's showing on the screen. I'm just not sure about that.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah. So you get the ability to do 3 types of traffic. One is the marketplace. That's one click and done. Again, there's marketplaces charging $200 a month for that, and we give it to you for free. The second thing is organic posting. If you want to spend 3 minutes a day posting on social media, we give you Jonathan's frameworks that have generated probably close to 1 billion free views, right? That's like having Jonathan in your business doing your organic marketing. Then if you want to go the paid ads route and start with low budgets of $5 to $10 a day from a guy who's spent 800,000 and brought in almost 6 million, you have the ability to do that as well, because you get my brain for the ads. So you could do all 3. You could do 1. You could do 2 of those. A lot of people will start with just the marketplace because it's the low hanging fruit. And then the organic traffic is literally minutes a day. And Jonathan is getting insane opportunities as well. So with that being said, okay, and I see Casey asking a question. So Casey, I did answer that in the chat for you. You don't need any of those. Those are optional add-ons. This is the full system, guys. So again, if you want those additional pieces, you can literally grab them. Otherwise, you don't need them. This is the full system. So don't worry about getting hung up on the items in the order bumps. The bonuses are the ones, and Jonathan, maybe go back to the full stack slide so we could show people what's included just to clear this up.
Yeah, one sec, hold on.
Yeah, so guys, this is everything included. Now, on the checkout, you will see some optional additional things as checkboxes. You don't need to get any of those if you don't want to. Those are optional pieces that are there. Some people are picking them up. Some people are not picking them up. I just want to clarify. This is the full system. Starting with the $53 a month, you can grab this. Some people want those extra documents. Those are optional, and you can take them or you can leave them. But they are not required for you to get results. You just uncheck the box and not purchase that, right? When you go through the aisle at the supermarket, you filled your shopping cart, right? You might have your complete grocery list for the week, but maybe you decide last minute you want some Tic Tacs. That's all that is. So you can leave that where it is, or you can take it, but you don't need that for the system to work. Everything you need for the system to work today starts at $53 a month, $52.20, something like that. Okay, let me see here. Lucas says, going to sign up momentarily. Quick question. Lovable has a credit system of $5 a day. How many credits does the average build take? Could GPT... I don't know about GPT Canvas or Google Anti-Gravity, but I believe you can get started with your first app as cheap as what, $5, $10 to get something built. It's not a lot of money. And when you compare it to developers who charge $500,000, it's not only pennies on the dollar, it's like fraction of a penny on the dollar. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. I hope that clears up the question about the different checkbox options. And let's see, any other questions, guys, that we can answer for you? For those of you who are getting in, I just saw a bunch more people came in, so that's pretty cool. We're super excited to have you guys in, and yeah, any last minute questions here because I know we still have a lot of people on, so I would love to know what are your questions that we can answer for you guys.
Yeah, I saw. I did see quite a few guys join. Quite a few of you guys joined. So once you join, you'll get an invite to our community. Would love for you to share, what you want to build. Like I said, we're pretty active in that community. So, yeah, definitely join us there. And yeah, I think that's all I got. We'll wait for one more minute maybe. But if you guys don't have any other questions, then I think we're about good. How about you, Stefan?
I'm feeling good. I'm super excited to have everyone in who's joined. For those of you who are still on the fence, I really recommend, like, if you're worried about guarantees and all of that, just grab the monthly plan. Again, this is cheaper than the cost of lunch for something that gives you something like nothing I've ever seen. Like, me and Jonathan have built successful businesses over the last multiple years, and we curated everything into one AI that can get you 90% of the way there in like an afternoon, which is just crazy. So we would love to see you guys come in. If you're unsure, just get in for the monthly. If you hate it, you can cancel, and you spent less than you would for a lunch. But the truth is, I think when you get in, you're going to see how truly transformative this is for so many people that are already getting results in a tiny fraction of the time it took me and Jonathan. For those of you, just to remember, this is real urgency. So this is going to be ending on Sunday. So you want to make sure that you are coming in before this. Someone's asking about the 40% off, guys. Yeah, so 40% off is the monthly, the yearly, or the lifetime. It's already applied. The normal price for lifetime is $14.97. It's down to $8.98 until Sunday. And the normal price for the monthly is $97. $87 for the skip trial option, like here, and it comes down to the $52 option on Sunday. That gets removed on Sunday. So you want to make sure that you get in. All right. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you all so much. If there's any questions that you guys have later, you can drop them on the replay comments or in the community. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. God bless everyone. And you guys have an amazing day. We're excited to help you build out your first or next software.
Yeah. And guys, make sure if you haven't gotten in yet, bookmark this link and put a timer on your phone that this is going to end Sunday, because you don't want to miss out on the deal.
All right. Bye, everybody.